the deal, my people? You know it is the Don Tony Teflon. I'm back at you with another one, and this one is Dexter Pregame Show. It is upon us, the pregame. The episode is almost here. You know what it is. It's your boy, the Don Tony Teflon. Hopefully, Phyllis will be joining us a little bit later. But as always, I got all of y'all in the chat, and I can see here that we have started. We got a super chat. Thank you so much. Before we even started, and it says Dexter goes to Nebraska. He suspects that Jonah, son of the Trinity killer, may have killed his sister and mother. Scene shows Jonah works at a hardware store, showing customer a tool, exact same weapon as the Ripper. So I know which scene you're talking about. Notice scene you're talking about. And it is a hookish type device that he does have in his hand. So I can understand exactly why you would think. And I do think, though, why did that go? Let's stay up. I'm sorry. This should be up on the screen. Let me put that up. And I do believe that they should incorporate these kids in there. And I do believe that they will. Now, will they do it this season? I doubt it. I don't think the New York City Ripper, it jumps off this season. I think that's something for next season. I think they're just letting you know about it, and they're going to actually do that next season. So, but I do think they need to bring those kids back. They need to have them in the show. It makes no sense just to have them, especially when we already seen them bring back so many other characters. It makes no sense for them not to come back. So I do believe we will get them. And I will see if it's going to be what's going on from it. You know what I mean? And everything else. Thank you for another super chat here from Yankees. The Ripper is the oil tycoon. Let me tell you about that fucking oil tycoon, man. That was a big nothing burger. Like why did they even have that guy in the show? He did nothing. They put him out there like he was going to do something, that damn oil tycoon guy. And it was nothing. It was terrible. It was terrible. You know what I mean? I didn't like that. They should have did something with that cat. You know what I mean? And they did nothing with him, and I didn't appreciate it whatsoever. Listen, we are over 70 strong in the building. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let's give some shout outs to people and see who's rocking with us. We got Jackson in the building. Micah is in the building. Let's go, Mika. A basket of puppies is up in here. Wild is up in the building rocking with us right now. King JPB is in here. RC is up in the building. Raging is up in here rocking with us right now. Amy is in here. What's going on, girl? All the way from Texas over here rocking with us right now. Who else we got in here? That was me. I'm going to put... Maybe we have a bunch of lurkers because people ain't got their names up in there. All right, we got Lou is up in the building right here. Crazy is in the building rocking with us right now. Chris Wilson is in the building. Amelia's wise counsel for impasse is in here. No, you're right on time. Maybe I was late, but you're right on. Justin is up in here. Yanks is in the building rocking with us right now. Who we got right here? We got Aaron, the editor, is up in here rocking with us right now, chilling with us. You know what I mean? Wingsbound is in the building rocking with us right now. We got people shouting out House Teflon. And we put Teflon putting Boyd up in there, and Kenny. Who's next is in here? User is up in here. BAJP is in the building rocking with us right now. Susan S is giving a howdy. Dex has to frame someone as a copycat. Batista is very good since he knows so much about the Bay Harbor Busher. Well, they could go that route. You know, that would be crazy. We know that it's going to be somebody from the police force. That's what they're going to use. They're going to use that. They're going to have. We've seen that they released a little clip of Batista interacting with Claudette, and he goes in there and he says that it was somebody from Miami Metro, and she immediately says Dokes. Like, so we know Claudette is aware of the Bay Harbor Butcher story because she comes right out with Doke. So she knows all about it. And then he goes, "Oh, I don't think it's him, yada yada." And then that's when he says he thinks it's Dexter Morgan. And then he brings up Harrison, and she's like, I'm familiar with him. And then that's where it ends. So it would have to be someone from the police force, 100%. So maybe they could try to put it on him. That would be wild. And that would be something that I would not have seen coming. So I wouldn't mind them doing anything like that. You know what I mean? If they wanted to rock that and do that, the Don would be with it. You know what I mean? I'd be down with that whole situation. But how they would flip the script and all of a sudden it's Batista, that is nuts. I got to clean up my glasses off a little bit here. Sorry about that. Having a hard time seeing it. Where's my microfiber cloth? I don't know. There's no way to do. All right, that's much better. Yeah, you know what I mean. We have another question is, could Gemini twin be the New York Rip? I don't think so. I don't think he's from New York. Again, we have to, they can't do too much, right? No matter how much, it's a beautiful season so far, doing a great job, but how much are they going to do? Now, the actor did say there was a connection and Dexter would have to figure it out. He said that. Let's play the clip from the actor talking real quick, and we'll listen to it one more time.
So Gareth, the Gemini killer, is FBI's most wanted serial killer. Sorry, and there is something in his past that has influenced his style and his mode of murder, but I don't want to tell you yet because
major spoiler.
Yeah. Major spoiler. You and Dexter are going to have to figure that one out, but I will say it is so horrifying and grotesque the way that he kills his victims and then poses them together. It's pretty disturbing.
Yeah. So
he has been on their most wanted list for a.
When we hear him saying, he says there's something from his past that's made him kill the way that he kills, right? It didn't say anything about his past being, but he did say it was a major spoiler, right? So is it a spoiler because it makes him kill? Because, how could I say it? Is it a spoiler because something in his past is connected to why he's there and everything else? Or is it something from his past that lets you know why he kills and why he's the Gemini killer? Like, say it was something happened to his mother or something like that, and that's the reason why he does it. Would that be a major spoiler? You know what I mean? So it's all about what that spoiler is going to be. Now, he does say you and Dexter are going to have to figure it out. He could just be saying that a little bit, meaning us, but Dexter also in the show. I think his twist is just going to be he's a twin. I think that's the way they're going to go with it. You know what I mean? It could be something else. You know what I mean? But to me, it seems like that's the way they're going to go with it and stuff like that. That seems like the way. Phil is in the building. He's in the back and stuff. And he'll be here in a second. Hopefully we use Phil's phone line, so don't call him. We got a super chat because it's difficult. And the reason why I say that, Rose Jones, thank you for the super chat. What if Dexter ends up in Fromville? Well, he'd probably like it in there. What do you think, Phil?
I don't know if he'd like it in there. It depends how much he could smoke the weed. Like, I mean, who would Dexter hang out with in Fromville? Victor? Us, probably hang out with us. Would you want to hang out with Dexter? You know, eventually he's going to turn on us.
I'm not a bad guy. As long as you're not doing no dirt, you're good.
Yeah, but if he's getting no kills in, eventually he's going to punish you for, leaving the refrigerator door open or something.
He'd take out Sarah. Sarah would have to go.
Yeah, Sarah would go. Sarah would definitely go.
To take Sarah out. There's people for him to take out. Sarah, number one on the list. You got to get out of here. So he'd leave us alone.
Most of Colony House he'd find a reason.
You know that about Sheriff Boyd? He didn't kill anyone. The Sheriff Boyd killed his wife, but that may have been justifiable. But maybe he would go and everything else. What do you like? You really think about the Jonah situation, the Jonah and his sister. You think they have to be brought back at some point?
I think about bringing people back. It's interesting. I think now that someone said it in the live chat, and I don't have the information in front of me, so I can't confirm or deny it, but I've seen a couple people say it, that the show's now been confirmed for 3 seasons.
They season 2 and 3 has been picked up.
because of the good ratings and because of all of that, I think it would be hard to not imagine that they wouldn't experiment with bringing more people back.
Yeah.
But I'd like to keep trying to tread on new things. I think what makes this season good isn't the member berries that we've had, which have been fun. It's been fun when we had that flash and seen a couple characters pop up, and Batista is always awesome to have in there. But I think what I like most about the season is it feels fresh, feels new. So I think if you bring things from the past, they have to really matter. Don't just member.
Yeah, you bring Rita's kids in this place. So we're talking about a couple of people. We're talking about 3 people. We're talking about Trinity guy, and then we're talking about Rita's kids too, right? We're going through all of them right now. People are wondering. I would think that you would have to bring back something that means something of Rita. Me personally, I think obviously they're Harrison's brother and sister, so it gives him something to do. Right. So we have to start thinking about that character. What can that character have to do? You know what I mean? So I would think there needs to be more tie-ins to Rita personally than they're showing. They need to bring something that brings that back. Now, the whole situation that Harrison said, the reason why he left and died of cancer, we don't know if that's true. We don't know if Harrison took that woman out or anything else like that. But I think there needs to be some type of balance there. And I think the balance is a woman figure. There are no woman figures right now on Dexter's side right now. And usually, if you go through it, all the seasons, there's always a strong type of woman figure to help guide Dexter. And right now, there has not been one there. Now, we thought that Lady Vengeance could possibly be one of those figures, but obviously it turned out that that's not the case. So I do think he needs that strong woman figure. And it could be the daughter. It could be someone repping it. And it would just make sense if they did something with them and it would tie into Harrison. Now, these are Harrison's half-brother and sister.
Yeah, and I mean, building on that, you're talking about Harrison, finding things for Harrison to do. I don't know how much you take credit or take dig into trailers or teases too much, but the teaser made it seem like Harrison in this episode might be on the sidelines. Like Harrison, wait on the sidelines. Dexter's going on a little side mission. So they need to come up with things for Harrison to do. You're right. And more things to explore with his storyline as this goes for 2 more seasons. My question is, did they go into this planning for the 3 seasons? Like being like, yeah, we're going to get this? Or are they telling a whole story and then the next 2 seasons will really unpack all of that? You know, like get more into finding a way to end the Dexter story satisfyingly in these 2 more seasons.
I think they got 3 mapped out. Or they probably went to Showtime with 3 and said, all right, we got 3 seasons in the books for you. These are the 3 seasons. Boom, boom, boom. And they have a possible ending for season 3, but they can change it on the fly and make it extend if the show was really that popular. So I think I don't know if that's just my opinion. If I was pitching something to someone, I would say this is what I would do, but I wouldn't make it concrete. But I make it concrete enough that if I had to end in 3 seasons, we could. But if we didn't, you know what I mean, that would be good too. We can keep on going and stuff. So I think they went with that. That's the way I would do it. And not that I'm a guy who does this type of stuff on.
You should be, but that's beside the point. You're a better writer than most of the people in those writing rooms. I feel strangely optimistic that the 3rd time's a charm here, that they actually have a good ending in mind and that they wouldn't be resurrecting Dexter again if I'm taking the from excuse. He wouldn't be doing it if they didn't tell him and they didn't have set up a genuine good conclusion to this storyline, a satisfying ending. So I do sense that maybe they do have something really cool in mind at the end of all this.
And I also think that this is what happened too, and I don't know, you know what I mean. But I'm just, again, this is my opinion. I think Michael C. Hall sees where his bread is buttered at too. You know, I think he was cool with ending it the way it ended. And I think that when he got away from it, he realized, like, this is my jazz. This is the character I'm going to be known for, regardless of the work that I do. I'm going to be known for Dexter, so why not ride it till the wheels fall off if we have a chance? Yeah. He didn't get shot in the face. What if he was still alive and keep going? Why wouldn't you do that? There's these characters who don't like Chris Evans didn't want to play Captain America for so long. He didn't want to do that. And we've seen where it's gotten Chris Evans, right? We've seen how that's worked out for him after that. We can go through Diane Chambers, right? Shelley Long didn't want to play Diane Chambers. She thought she was going to be all this. And we've seen how it worked out for Shelley Long.
Hugh Jackman didn't want to play Wolverine. He got back for Deadpool. He's like, I'll be in another movie.
Sure did. Right? Phil, you gonna put your phone line?
It is on if people want to use it. I mean, either one works.
All right. So this is a spam caller. We'll check it out because last time we got spam with somebody.
Jacob Riff talking about deck.
To accept, press 1.
Right,
to send a voicemail, press 2.
What's going on? It's Don Tony Teflon, Phil the Issues guy.
Hey, Don.
What's going on?
Hey.
Yeah, how's it going? Huge fan of you. A huge fan of you, Don. Huge fan of you guys, Phil. Just want to hop on and talk about some Dexter Resurrection.
Go right ahead. Hit it off.
Do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like it's a weird dynamic right now, right? Like we're going into a new season. I think that they're trying to resurrect, obviously, Dexter. There was some stuff at the beginning of the first episode that was like not super believable, but I think it went to bring the season along. It's gonna be weird seeing. It seems like we're going into more of like a face-off territory with different like. It's just a different version of what Dexter has been, but they've done it in such a way that brings back the first and second seasons in terms of like the way that things are brought on, right? Like, so you've got all different parties going after Dexter, and then you've got a second character in terms of his son, and they're super close now, right? It's going to be interesting to see how that dynamic plays out, especially when they bring people in from the past seasons. Batista, I think, is such an open question because like we have no clue what's going to happen with Batista. He could be killed off. He could go on to the next 3 seasons that they possibly could have. Like, who knows what that's going to play out as? And
close,
you know, it's possible that Batista, in my opinion, might be on the side of Dexter in the fact that he wants to see. I don't think I've seen anybody else talk about this, but he might want to be in his position in the sense that Batista has seen so much of this stuff go on in Miami where there's like a 90% unsolved rate. And now, you know, maybe at the end of the, you know, he figures out like, you know, we can't catch Dexter. We can't pin him down. What if I work with Dexter? I think that's like,
I don't know. So real quick, I don't know if that's from so since we have all the new seasons of Dexter, right? We have the new shows. I think they locked Batista in as the most moral cop on the force that follows the book. So I don't think he would ever work with Dexter and start taking people. If they did that, it would ruin the whole character that they've built all these years. And it's just because it's not like it's a wrestling match and you could just make a heel turn like that and it's okay. You know what I mean? The television show. It would just not be that person whatsoever. So I just, from that reason, I can't see him doing it.
No, I could totally see that. Agreed.
That's what's up. Well, listen, thank you for the call, man. We're going to get to other people, but definitely call back.
Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.
And I'm not trying to shut homie down. And from now on, we're going to use Phil's phone line, so don't call mine anymore. I'm going to take mine off so I don't hear it. So
I mean, it was a great caller, great question, and great way he presented it, but that's never going to happen.
It's just can't, Phil.
It's no. He's setting up as like, you know, what's the name of that guy in Halloween that chases Mike Myers? He's like that guy for Dexter. He's the one good guy that knows what Dexter's capable for, and no matter where Dexter goes now, he's gonna come and find him somewhere and be there and be able to blow up his spot.
Yeah. I mean, the guy dropped his job.
Loomis, thank you, Archknight. Loomis.
He dropped his job. He dropped this whole situation. He's not going to do that just all of a sudden. I dropped my job. I dropped everything. Dexter is responsible for his wife getting killed. You know what I mean? He loved Deb. You know what I mean? He loved Rita. He loved these people. Dokes was his boy. And that was his boy. And his boy has been framed and blown up. You know what I mean? So I don't think that that's going to happen like that. We're going to put Phil's number in the chat if we can. So if y'all want to call in, definitely use that number. We'll stick it in the chat so that you know. And the reason why we do that is because my number, when I have my number on, Phil can't. The people talking on the phone can't help.
Yeah, that makes them lucky, Tony. That means they get to talk. I'll cut people off. I'm an asshole. I'll play comedy fills for them.
That's the reason why we do that. And
I'm gonna blow people up. I'll be like,
talker. Listening to talkers makes me thirsty.
I'm gonna play that fucking shit. You know, it's gonna happen. Sorry.
And everything else and all.
We got a call. Speaking of which, Tony, we got a call. This is from area code 646. 646. What's your name? Where you're calling from, and what's your question?
What's up? It's Mike from Manhattan. What's going on, Phil? What's going on, Teflon?
What's going on?
What's going on? So I got more of like a statement more than a question, but
got it.
Being a Dexter guy, right? Every time Angel goes Maria La Guerta, he tries to flex about him being his wife. Doesn't that piss you off? Because like La Guerta was a tree. She was for the whole Miami Metro homicide.
What?
Like, he's always being a sucker. Like always so happy that was his wife.
It's like Robert Baratheon.
Look, he's always been a simp, though, right? He's been a simp from day one. He was a simp. You know what I mean? He was first. He was trying to get with that black haired chick that was with Dexter. I don't know. He was sweating her. He was like, you know, Dexter, a woman like that hasn't been interested in me in a long time. You know, this is gonna be great for me. So he's always been simping. This is who he is. He's a straight simp. That's just the way it goes. But Guarda was getting her cheeks clapped by Dokes in the car, and she was more happy about that than being with this dude. All right, because when you see Dokes lean over and say, "We had some good times in our car," the smile on her face is nothing that she ever gave to Batista. 100%.
And she slept with the other captain's boyfriend just to get her job back. She got her cheeks smoked just to get her job back.
Yeah. And she wanted Jimmy Smith's character too, but he wasn't trying to feel it. She hit it and it wasn't trying to bang it either. You know what I mean? And wipe it down. So yeah, no doubt about it. He's definitely a simp. That's just good. It's a good-hearted natured dude, though. You know what I mean? Not everybody's got game like us.
Dexter could have used Lady Vengeance to pull on Batista's simp card. That's what he could have really did if he was really moving tags.
Well, Claudette, I think, may be the one for him. It'd be a weird sexual situation having sex with that woman, though. Let me tell you. You know, not looks wise. The actress is beautiful, but I think this her attitude wise. She's so a matter of fact. It's just like take clothes off.
Would she be wearing the headphones? Would she have to wear the headphones?
I wouldn't mind. She can wear the headphones, goddammit. She can wear it if she wants. Though she's naked. You know what I mean? But it's probably take your clothes off, turn over. All right, you got 55 seconds to do what you got to do. Then when to switch to another position, go. You know, just seems like she just be about it like that.
Right. Well, I appreciate you guys. I was thinking about that since last week. I'm like, I gotta tell the guys like. That she was a trace, and he over here like always talk about her name and just like flourish on her name. Like I can't stand when you do that, man.
Listen. I loved the chick when she was in New York undercover. I wanted to smash back then. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't she on Dexter 2 in the beginning? In season 1, she wanted some of Dexter 2. You down off rip.
Yeah, she was trying to get Dexter 2. Dexter turned that down.
All over town.
She might have more bodies than Deb.
Yeah, whoa. Now. Maybe though. Maybe. Deb's body. Deb didn't discriminate though. Deb didn't care. Age, nothing was a factor for Deb. Deb was about that life.
Deb was serial killer too, on the low. She's just
Yeah.
sexual one. Yeah, I love y'all. I'm gonna stay tapped in, man. I love y'all dudes, man.
100, man. I
Later,
appreciate
man.
it. 100. We got this super chat from Samuel says, I want Dokes to get his name cleared by the end of I think they have no choice to clear that his
One
name.
second caller.
That's the reason why they have the whole thing going on
One
the way
second
they
caller.
have going on. They're definitely gonna clear his name before it's all said.
Area code 863. What's your name? Question. Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Omen here. Hold up, let me restart this.
No worries.
Hey, Phil, what's going on? Hey, Phil, Tony.
What's up?
Hey, man.
Yeah, it's crazy to see. It's really crazy to see all the theories that are coming out of left field. But it's really it's really good to see how good this show's becoming.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's surprising. Like, not that I didn't expect it to be great, but as we were talking about the other night, New Blood was fun, a good show, but it didn't quite have the bite of Dexter. And this season really grabs back and gives you that like Dexter bite.
Yeah,
The comedy's back, the energy, the way it looks. It feels like the evolution of Dexter, not sort of a spin-off in a different situation.
Yeah, I'd like to. I'm to be honest, man. I'm more interested in seeing like you said, kind of how where Harrison goes from here and what his storyline's going to be.
And listen, that's a switch, right? In other season, no one gave a goddamn about Harrison.
Fun.
So I think that they've done a good job. That shows they're doing a good job with the character and they're and progressing with this actor.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. I'm getting some weird feedback, so I'm gonna hang up. But yeah, man, rock on, guys. I'll be in the chat.
I appreciate it.
Sorry about the feedback. Peace, man. Let me know if anyone else has any audio issues when they're on the phone, and I'll try to tweak some stuff. Harrison, no problem socializing in New Blood. He's more awkward. I agree. They're playing him way more awkward, almost more realistic. And in the trailer for this episode, as I was saying earlier, it seemed like Dexter was saying, "Okay, Harrison, everything's okay. You stay here and do nothing. I'm going on a mission in a helicopter. I'll be back." Tony, in the helicopter or in the preview, Dexter says something like, "I might have underestimated, or I've made a mistake," or something like that. Do you think that's a throwaway line, or do you think that's actually going to be something he really miscalculated, that he's going to realize he's deeper than he realizes? That
I think I think he's going to kill Gemini, and then he's going to see the twin, and he's going to be like, "I should have picked up on that," and that's what he should have picked up on. He should have done that. I think he's going to kill a Gemini killer when he's in his crib. He's going to stab him up. He's going to do the Dexter thing. He's going to think he's dead. Because I think that it's possible that helicopter scene happens after.
And then he bumps into him again. He kills him in the early part of the episode because we do see him talking to him at some point. So he kills him in the early part of the episode, and then he sees him again at the helicopter. Like, holy fuck, what's going on?
And he's like, "Oh shit, I killed this guy, and this guy's here. I should have seen this fucking coming." I think that's the way. I think that's the way it's gonna go. That's what I think. Again, I could be wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of things, but that's where I think it's gonna go. They're gonna kill him. He's like, "Oh shit, I killed this guy," and maybe the twin doesn't even know that he's dead yet. Like maybe there was a plan for the twin to show up there already, and that was it. Or he does know he's dead, and it'd be better if he didn't know, and then he figures it out after the fact. And I think that's how Blessing's family gets murdered. I think all the Blessing's family is getting murdered, but is going to get killed by the Gemini killer and everything. I know someone said I think Charlie ends up on the table. I don't think so. I don't think Uma's on the table. I would love to see it. Not the character, but her laid out there would be great to see. But no. I don't. What do you think? You think Uma's going on the table? I don't think she's on the table.
No, I mean, I don't think she has any reason necessarily yet to go on the table. She's not. Does she fit Dexter's code right now? Would she even?
Yeah, I think that, no. I mean, she's not a serial killer. You know what I mean?
And she's not the one supplying all of this either, like Praetor. She's just working. She's just doing a job. She's working.
He's on the table. He's gonna get the table.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. People think it's too far. The season ends with the Dinkle on the table.
Yeah, Dinkle's on the table, and that's gonna be a step too far because he's a celebrity like that, and they're not gonna let that go. They're not gonna. You're getting interviewed by Leslie. You're too big just to disappear and fall off the face of the earth, and no one care about you. Like everyone that we see Dexter kill and get rid of, they're kind of like, and I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it. But I hate to say it. They're kind of like the same reason why serial killers kill prostitutes and homeless people. Like they're the people who don't matter. The people don't care about, that no one knows about. In The Wire, I remember them saying, he was like, listen, you died in the wrong zip code. Depending on your zip code, that's how much they care about you. This guy's in the right zip code. If he disappears for any reason, it doesn't matter. If he's missing, they're going to do it like it would be like a JFK Jr. situation. JFK Jr. plane didn't go none. They searched their ass off at JFK Jr. That shit was in the front page. Every news, maybe y'all too young to remember JFK Jr. when his plane crashed. They were after him. Every news channel throughout the world was looking for JFK Jr. It was a big, huge event. It would be that.
I would go a step for. I'll say it after I call it. Area code 512. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your question?
Hi, I'm Rosie calling from Austin, Texas. And I wanted to know what are your thoughts on Mia getting caught and Dexter saying that she was a lady vengeance, but she had told the guy that she was killing that he was going to be her first kill in New York. So there's lots of evidence pointing to Lady Vengeance not being the killers.
Yeah,
they're gonna just kind of let it, kind of still pin it on Mia, how they did in the original Dexter, or in Resurrection. Now they're gonna really be grilling Harrison on that.
So I think what's gonna happen. I did a video on this whole Lady Vengeance or how they catch Dexter. It was my last video. And I mentioned that point in there that's how they're going to catch him. She's going to get Epstein. There's no doubt about it. She's done, right? She'll get killed.
Maybe the next step by the next episode.
This episode, she's gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think the information that she truly has is the information that Dexter said that he's born and raised in Miami. And the only person that serves is Charlie, right? So it doesn't serve for Batista to hear that or anything else like that. So it only serves Charlie. So the reason why he said it to her, we would have to think that it's going to get back to Charlie. And then Charlie has someone take her out. She dies. Now Charlie has information saying, all right, this guy is from Miami, was born in Miami. She might just go back to the guy's house, Red's house, and then try to find him there and then realize he's been missing for X amount of time. And then it all unravels for Dexter in the end. So I think that's how it plays.
On the other side, I get the Charlie side, but on the other side, we have Batista and Claudette. They're gonna. Well, I'm not sure what kind of statements they're gonna get from the victim that Mia was about to kill, but they're gonna collect some information there, and then maybe see that the watch. And then point that back to Harrison, because he was the one who had the watch cleaned, and he was the last one to have it.
Yeah, Harrison's done. They're gonna once all they got to do is for the watch is just go to the place that it was. He'll be on videotape picking the watch up, and that'll put the watch back in his possession. So then they just got to work how the watch went from got to Lady Vengeance's house. Batista already thinks Dexter planted it. They just need proof that Dexter and her hung out. There's cameras all over New York City.
They went bowling in public.
would
Yeah,
need.
they went bowling in public. People could say I saw them together. They were walking. They've been walking around. They went on a date. They went on a public date.
So that's all they would need for that. But the watch is definitely going to come back to haunt Harrison, and without a doubt.
Do you think that's enough evidence to?
It's not enough. It's not enough to convict Harrison because he had the watch. He could say, "Yeah, I picked up the watch and I threw it out." Right? If he really wanted to say, "Yeah, I picked that watch up. I tossed it when the guy died. I threw the watch out. I don't know what happened to it after that." Right?
That's a good point.
They can't prove anything. They can't prove anything else like that. But so he could easily say that. But it'll give him a reason to come and stress him and stuff. But it's an easy way out for him if he was really thinking. This, I had the watch. You gave it to me to get fixed. He died. I didn't want it, so I threw the shit out in the hotel. I don't know what the hell happened to it after that.
Yeah, and in the preview they have for the next episode, there's like a photo or a little clip of Harrison. It looks like he's mad or he's about to attack. What are your theories on? Yeah, I think that's Bobby. I think that's Bobby Bacala, the actor who played Bobby in The Sopranos, because it says that he's supposed to be a slumlord owner. So when I look at that, it could be a situation where he's the slumlord owner of his girl he wants at her apartment, and maybe he's trying to, get her to do something for the rent money.
Maybe it's a vending machine that stole his money and he's just beating the shit out of him. He's like, "Give me my fucking change. I lost it." I would love to see him beat the crap out of Bobby Bacala, though. That'd be amazing.
That's Bacala. I think it's Bacala. The head is really fat. It looks like Bacala.
Okay, well, I just wanted to talk about that specific theory about Harrison. Thank you for taking my call.
No, thank you for the call. Call back anytime. And well, one thing the caller was talking about, this might be ridiculous. If Jessica Jones, if Lady Vengeance doesn't die in prison, could they go to her and be like, "Have you ever heard of Harrison, blah, blah, blah," and then somehow connect to show pictures of Dexter?
They're not going to do that. It's a wrap, Phil. Trust me on this.
I think she's dead. I agree with you. I think she's dead in the next episode.
When they show Batista and Claudette going to her, the guards are blocking them. Like you see the guards block them. So why would they be blocking them? Because she's dead in the cell.
Because she's dead. Yeah, she's dead in her cell.
That's why they're blocking her. They wouldn't block them. The fact that they're trying to hold them back shows that something happened. And what's happened is she's dead in the cell. So she'd probably get hung in the cell by somebody. That's the easiest way.
Or there was a random riot or some shit happened.
But she'll be dead in the cell, and that's what's going to be. And that's going to be their little thing that they got to overcome. But she's not talking to them. That's not going to happen.
Now back to what we were talking about a little bit before with if the Dink gets killed. That by working with serial killers as much as he does and everything he does, if he dies, he has to have some contingency plans. A guy like that with all the money he has, if he dies, some shit happens. It all blows up. Every one of their names.
He might have his whole shit going up to be an orphan. But it's the whole thing of how he dies, right? If Dexter kills him, then Dexter's going to hide the body, and then he goes missing. Then it's a big situation because now you got people who are all going to want his billions. He's got to get declared dead for that to happen and everything else. So they go all over that. Again, even a declared dead situation, that's got to come back to haunt Dexter, right? Batista specifically said, "I got that shit taken away." So now his record is out there. Who's going to find the record? It's going to be Charlie. That's the only reason why that they did that. Batista already knows he's alive. Everyone knows he's alive. The only people who don't know about him is Charlie. So that's got to come back into play that day. This Dexter Morgan was declared dead, but now he's declared alive again. This all builds up to it being Charlie to figure this whole thing out, and that's what's going to happen to him and figure out that he's the Bay Harbor Butcher.
Yep. Batista and either Batista or the detective have to have some sort of conversation with Charlie, and it's over.
100%. Listen to D to the GOAT when he says, "Please like, share, and subscribe, peeps." Definitely do that. We have over 225 people in the building, rocking with the Don Tony Teflon. Fill the issues guy. We are the usual suspects, even without Bridge 4, but we miss him dearly, and hopefully he comes back Soon. That's why we keep the Bridge 4
As soon as Duncan Egg comes back, I think we'll see a Bridge 4 sighting.
100%. You know what I mean? 100%. So we got love for you, Bridge. Hopefully, if you watch it, so you do. I'm sure you don't, but
he does. But I think he watches on like triple speed or something like that, really fast. So Bridge, how we going? Here we go. A B C D E F G. That's.
And also, Elamar, we love you too, Elamar. We would love to have you back. Can't wait for you to come back and everything else. Hopefully, you come back and join us before the season is over and everything else. But we're going to keep this thing rolling and saying and going. My covert narcissism says, Tony would love to know how you and Phil got to know each other. Not sure if many know, including myself. Phil, would you like to take that question on?
But Tony and I were in a platoon. No, we both talked about Game of Thrones, and we were on different situations, and we randomly joined a stream together and babbled and had a 3-hour conversation, and then we hung out in Texas a little bit, and then we hung out in Nashville a little bit, and here we are. I mean, but we've hung out a few times at conventions, at like Game of Thrones conventions and stuff like that. But that's how we ended up connecting.
Yeah, I think it was when we got on the same stream together. I don't know if it was a Walking Dead stream or something. And,
no, it was a random stream with LT that it was a proto After Dark. It was like you were doing like just like I'm hanging out, and I randomly got invited to you and LT bullshitting.
Yeah, it was like a Drinks and Those Things a stream, and I remember Carmine from Red Team Reviews hit me up and was like, "You guys got some chemistry there." Yeah, he's like, I could see that you guys got chemistry.
Oh yeah, and I forgot. That's how Tony became aware of me. Tony was working with this other creator. We'll finish this in a second, but it was because of Bar.
Yeah.
Area code 276. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your question?
Hey, what's up? My name is Will. I'm calling from North Carolina.
Hey, dude! It's funny before you cleared your throat, your voice was like completely different. Then you coughed it, and you had like a completely different voice. It was awesome, dude. It was awesome. You're like, oh, hi, how's it going? It was cool though. It sounded cool. I'm like, oh wow, that was like a transformation. Like you were like a voice actor there or something. But anyway, sorry, man.
Well, I was expecting to have to leave the little voicemail where you say what your name is, and I didn't get it, so I got thrown off guard. I didn't know I didn't have a response ready.
Total dude, it was just funny. It was good timing though.
Yeah, people, real quick, I said, how do we call in? We'll put the call-in number in the chat again for you. It'll be there in the chat. Phil will type it in for you right now. So and I'll put it on the crawl in a second, and I'll put it up there. Go ahead, brother. What you got to say to us?
I couldn't find the number either, so I ended up Googling it. I literally typed in, what is Phil the Issue Guy's number on YouTube, and it popped up. You're out there.
You made it, baby.
I've won the internet for the moment. Yes, sorry.
All right, guys. I've got a few thoughts, and we've got about 2 hours till the show, so I may be able to get them all in by then.
All right, we're here for you. That's why we started later, so that we can get us right to the show.
All right, I am going to roll through. I do have a few thoughts, man. I've written these down so I can be efficient with it.
Oh.
So first thing is, in the preview for episode 4, it actually, right before they show I just randomly saw this on YouTube. They show a few clips that actually were from what is going to be in episode 6, like when he's holding up the thing where we think he's killing somebody in the apartment or whatever. But they show a guy swinging a sword. It's like a very, very little quick clip.
Yeah.
It's a black guy wearing a baseball cap. It could be Blessing from behind. I don't think it's him, but he's walking like in some kind of junkyard.
Yeah.
And he starts walking up to these kids. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't think that's this episode, but I don't think, because they also show the thing of Uma putting the gun on Harrison in that one too. and Uma's got an injury, and she's got an injury on her right arm, right forearm. There's an injury there when she's in the hotel pulling the gun on Harrison. So I think that's the clip that people keep using to say that he is the New York Ripper. I think that's what.
I'm no way he's the Ripper. That's ridiculous.
It would be ridiculous if they really made him the Ripper. I'm not saying that it can't be, but if they did, it would be ridiculous. It's the killing of character, and it's just not good writing to me. That you had a guy that's willing to invite a stranger into his house and do all that, and then all of a sudden, I just happen to be a serial killer too. That's just dumb to me.
Well,
and I hope that's not the case.
You know, we have to think of things with the logic from the show of Dexter. We have our logic, what we think it should be. You know, if you watch a show like Breaking Bad, they have their own logic. Yep. This show has its own logic, and you have to follow that. And that would be way too ridiculous even for this show. Just randomly meeting another serial. Everybody can't be a serial killer. You know?
Exactly. 100.
All right. So I'm already taking too long here. I do want to. I was curious about that because I had just seen that clip. But Uma Thurman. All right. I work in the industry, and I look at things like this logically. She is the number 2 on the call sheet.
Yeah, totally. Number 2 on the call sheet. Number 2 in the billing. In the show, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And she's received somewhat little screen time considering for the first half of the season. Would you agree?
Yep.
Yeah. Compared to the other characters, yes.
She's in every episode, but she has a cameo, an extended cameo in every episode. Not so much deep scenes, except for this thing with her mother, and she's had a few moments.
So let me say this, since you work in the industry, when you have an actress the caliber of Uma Thurman, would she request, like, if I'm going to take on this role, I need to be number 2 on the call sheet in order to do it? And then that's why, because easily Peter Dinklage could be number 2 on the call sheet, but she's in more episodes because Peter Dinklage wasn't in the first couple of episodes. Then he is, you know what I mean? So
and she's a bigger movie star than him when it comes out.
So would it be out of place for someone like her to say, I'm willing to do this as long as I'm number 2 on the call?
That would typically be an agent thing, like contractual. But the reality is, Dexter being an ensemble show the way it is, I think that comes out of respect to her. And I think it also probably comes out of place to what kind of... She wouldn't have agreed to play this role unless she did something important.
Yeah.
So I think Tyrion is going to end up being important to the story. Prater, he's going to end up being important to the story, but he's kind of our red herring. He's not the New York Ripper. They're giving us all kinds of little clues, but she's going to be the one who does something big twist that we're not seeing coming. And think about this, all right? She's already shown a willingness to kill. Now, but she's not necessarily on Dexter, meets the code of Dexter, because everybody she's killed so far has been worthy of his code. If she kills Mia, that's worthy of his code, right?
Mm-hmm. 100%.
So, yeah, I think she's going to end up doing something to help Dexter or this or that, but she's going to be the big, the big episode 9 twist. Oh, we didn't see that coming. I think.
Yeah.
Here's another thing.
I'm with you on that one too.
Sorry, guys.
Oh no, you're good.
What we have seen is that in that same trailer, she has the gun on Harrison. We know that, and it's inside the hotel, and she has a bandage on her right arm. She's hurt on her forearm. So she pulls the gun on Harrison inside of the hotel, which is very risky. So at this point, we don't know what's going on, but she could just be going all out. Like she's figured out. Or what I think is going on is that she's going to kidnap Harrison. Like she's going to get him out of it. She's going to kidnap him, and they're going to use him for bait to get to Dexter. That's what I believe is going to happen. I haven't put that in the video yet. So if you see these other channels, and I've seen a lot of them, going out there, listening to the Don and putting videos up, that's fine. It happens all the time. But if you see it, know that the Don said it right here. No one's put that in the video. I believe that she's going to kidnap Uma. I think she's gonna kidnap Harrison and use Harrison for bait, and that's what that whole
either bait or protection, to be like, if you harm Prater, I'll kill him or something like that. And I definitely agree with you, caller, about if she's on there, it's beyond anything about the billing. Her second, it's respect, but it's also, if you're getting a movie star like Uma Thurman, who is not, I'm not even gonna say semi-retired, I'm just gonna say to a point where she'll only do stuff because she wants to, or it's
She
deep
wants
enough
to do it.
she doesn't have to do anything right now. She's already said, so something meaty about this role brought her into it, so it's leading up to something. So her being like the level 9 bad or the episode 9 big thing, or something that happens huge, it makes a lot of sense, because why else would she sign on to this show? She doesn't need the paycheck, she doesn't need the clout, she doesn't need any of that stuff. So I agree, she's something big.
And they had all of the scripts done when they sent them to these. So all of these guys got to read everything before they signed on for their character. Not, oh, I'm going to write you something cool and they hope it happens.
She did do the Netflix thing too, though. Let's not forget that she did that movie. The one
right.
with Charlie
what was it?
Theron. The one with Charlie Theron.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, she did. She just did that too.
Guys, I don't want to take so much time, but I really do. I've got a couple more other thoughts. Do you mind?
Go ahead.
All right. A little spoiler here. All right. Quinn is supposed to be in another episode, and we've seen that. I don't know if you've seen that screen cap as well.
Yeah, he's talking on the telephone. We see him talking on the telephone.
Correct. So he's supposed to be in another episode. Obviously, you don't know if that's going to lead into more things, but I think like with the where they a couple of quotes, the thing about the when he called to order and he was Dr. Bateman, and that guy made the comment like, oh, he sounded like something nefarious was going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's led to nothing. All right. The quote about the blood slides, got that from an FBI agent with a gambling problem. Well, there's zero FBI agent with a gambling problem in the lore so far. So I think these are little things that they're setting up for future storylines and story plots. You know, these are not necessarily things that we're going to see in the next few episodes, you know?
Yeah, I think that it's possible that they need an explanation to have the blood slides there, because the blood slides are the key. And in fact, the blood slides is going to be what confirms he's the Bay Harbor Butcher. When Charlie figures out when he leaves and he tried to put him in that shitty hiding spot, she's going to find that pretty easy, snap a picture of it, bring it back to Prater, and Prater's going to be like, this is the fucking Bay Harbor Butcher because the blood slides are there. And it's going to be, and she's going to take the one blood slide that's not a blood slide of the tattoo collector and bring that back or something, and then they can test that blood and know that that's him, because that one doesn't fit inside of the case. So I think that's how the end that Prater figures out that he's the Bay Harbor Butcher. So I think that's possible. They needed a reason for him, because in the end, when we look at this show and what they've showed us so far, what Dexter has learned from being around these people is, number one, he learned that it's possible that you can have a family and be cool and still do what you do. But number two, he learned the importance of trophies. I mean, they gave a whole reason why the tattoo collector told him how important his trophies are, how he would have gotten caught if he didn't have his trophies. And they keep him calm and make him not want to kill people. So in the end, they showed Dexter's trophies because he's got to get those trophies back. He's got to get those back. He's going to get those back.
You know, that's another thing that you mentioned. I still kind of like your thought on the watch about being a trophy. I think that may come back and somehow, because you look at Prater, all of his stuff is trophies, basically. The whole, and he has rules, which goes back to code. The show itself is trying to, you know, double down on a lot of different thoughts. But I want to say another thing too, dude. I've thought about it a lot. I've watched your videos and stuff, and I don't think Gemini is going to end up being a twin. I think no shot on that.
All right, we'll see. Listen, you have every right to think that. Again, it's just a theory I put out there. If he is, he is. If he isn't, he isn't. but we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna find. I think we'll find out tonight.
Let me ask you this. All right. When we hear the voiceover when he's getting in the helicopter, all right, and we don't know if that's a voiceover from that shot or if that's a voiceover from another part of the episode. But he says, "How could I not see this coming?" And he says it specifically like that. How could I not see this coming? It's something that he should have seen coming. So it's like you should have seen that this guy had a second twin, or it's the Gemini and it's a twin. It's just so. I love your logic behind of it, but I just don't. I think it's just too on the nose. Like if it happens, I mean, I'll still be very intrigued about how they go with it. But I think that the fact that they call him the Gemini killer just takes that down. Like when they talk about the physical things, like I'm almost starting to think now. I was trying to look to see if he did something specific that maybe Peter Dinklage did, or maybe that the detective did, some kind of characteristic that would say, okay, they are related. But I'm starting to think now it's like he's got some form of, it's going to sound bad, but like he's on the spectrum or something like that. And it's like he's talking about how he physically had to play this part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and listen, when you listen to the clip, and I played it multiple times about how he has to play the part, when you have to, be aware of how you move your hands, be aware of how you say things, be aware of how you do this. The only way you're doing that is if you're playing two parts. Now, again, if you want to say that he has some type of split personality, you can say that. That's fine. In the end, to me, it's the hillside strangler situation, right? And the hillside strangler, everyone believed it was one person. The whole time he was going out there, the hillside strangler was killing all these people in real life, and no one knew that it was two people doing it the whole time until they eventually caught one of them and he dropped down on the other and they all got caught. But everyone thought it was one person, the hillside strangler. And I think that is what they're drawing from here. It's going to be a situation like that it's going to be, he's going to be a twin, and they think it's Gemini, but there's two of the Geminis.
It would be it still would be interesting, man. Either way, the storyline has definitely got me hooked. I'm gonna throw one more thing at y'all, and I'll let you go, dude. I've seen a lot of people speculating about Harrison's age and Ella's age, and I think it's Scott Reynolds. He confirmed that Harrison is 17 and this girl is 28, bro.
What, in the show?
That's right. He confirmed it, dude. He said that they played a little loose with Harrison's age, but they said for the sake of this show, he's 17 years old, and said that she is 28.
Yeah.
That is great. We got another caller, so we're gonna jump over to it. Have a good night, my friend, and definitely call in again. This is from area code, or I think I just accidentally hung up on you. Area code 214. Please call right back. Sorry, I think I accidentally hung up on you.
28, 17. Now the Don Tony Teflon. When I worked at McDonald's when I was 17, I did have an affair with a 33-year-old woman who was a manager there. All right. So it's not out of ordinary. Now, is Harrison the Don? No. So we have to take that into account.
They seemed like the same age. Like I wouldn't have guessed.
I would never think that girl. Damn, Phil, we're getting old. Because I would never think that girl looks that age. I would think that best she would be maybe 25 at best. 38. He said 38, 32.
28. 28. Did
he say 28? 28?
I think he said 28.
Because she ain't no damn 38, goddamn.
No, right. no, definitely not 38.
All right, 28, I guess maybe. I don't know. She still looks so young.
Yeah, because he's short. He looks young. And again, I'm sorry, area code 214, if I accidentally. Oh, we got another caller from area code 402. Area code 402. What's your name? What's your question? Where are you calling from?
You gotta turn down your background.
They ended up getting disconnected anyway. This is from this is area code 214. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's your question?
What's going on, Phil? What's going on, Tony? This is cousin Corey out of Texas, more specifically Dallas, nonetheless. But
Hey, cousin Corey.
I just want to call about how we, some people are kind of upset about we not seeing, us kind of being a murder hornet and not seeing the other killers do their thing. But I believe that will kind of be a thing of the past, as of Dexter now is evolving into a savior. Like because of Harrison now, I think he wants to actually save people. Yeah, he still has that itch to kill, but I think it's actually now he's more like proactive than reactive. And I think he's adjusting his code for the future. What do y'all think about that?
So you think he's like full on anti-hero more than straight serial killer?
Yeah, he's the
you're right. I think he'll be an anti-serial killer, right? Like he'll still kill. He'll still have that itch. But I believe if he has the chance to save a life, I believe he will.
Well, listen,
I think how he used to just sit back and wait.
Well, they've showed him do it twice already, and I think what's going to happen is that it's going to come back to bite him in the ass. I think that's what they're setting him up for. That the fact that he's done this for a couple of people, that somehow that's going to come back to bite him. That's the way I see it. He may be trying to adapt the code, but I think that him trying to be that hero, in the end, that's going to be some way. Maybe he saves somebody, and the person he saves in the end testifies against him, or is able to identify him or do something. But it's going to be something like that. That the people he's trying to save is going to fuck him over when it's all said and done.
Got it. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. And also, I'm kind of upset that Blessing's not a killer. But hey, it is what it is. We'll see how it all folds out. And if your theory is correct, Tony, and may the best theory win.
Nice. Great call, my friend. And I think that would be amazing, Tony, if somehow in some situation where he ends up doing something good, it ends up that being what bites him in the ass, and that like someone testifies him in court and you hear the voiceover of his mind going, should have killed that person. That's what being good does. You see Ghost Harry and the thing smiling at him or something.
100%. I mean, and when the Hillside Stranglers, and then you talk about that for the Gemini killer, but how they got caught eventually was there was a girl that they could have chased down and killed, but the one guy told them, hey, she said something like she's like a little chicken with a head cut off, let her go. And that's the girl who identified that there was two of them and got them both caught in the end. And if they would have chased her down, that would never have happened. Thank God they didn't chase her down and she was able to do it. But it just shows that them trying to, that one time, out of all the people they killed, they tried to do something good. And that's what got them both caught in the end. And I think that's what they're going to lead up to with Dexter. All of a sudden, he's trying to do something good, and it's going to be that good deed that fucks him in the end.
Now, is there any way you think this season could end with Dexter being somehow the detective and Batista get enough info or dirt to connect Dexter to go public, take it to the, oh God, there's a fly in here. I feel like a Breaking Bad episode. It's fucking stalking me. That they could go public with accusing Dexter of this crime, and that's how he gets outed in the murder crew or something like that. Like they go public and there's a manhunt for him or something like that. Could this season end in a way like that, Tony, or you think that's more the final season stuff?
Yeah, no, they can't do that this season. There would be no way they do a manhunt for him. They don't have any evidence to give him for a manhunt. You have all speculatory evidence, right? That's going on. You can put him on blast to make him.
Do some sort of news article or something like that. But do some sort of video campaign against it. Or, I don't know.
There's not enough. There's not enough evidence to go public with it. There's nothing there. You could think he's this and you could think he's that and you can have everything, but there is no proof he's the Bay Harbor Butcher. As far as the FBI is concerned, it's dope. You have to convince the FBI to reopen that.
And they don't want to open up that shit at all. Area code 520. What's your question? What's your name and where you calling from?
Arc Knight called last week. Just wanted to fix my theory about him being in Jeffrey Dahmer's fridge.
Do it.
Instead of a fire.
Go ahead.
T2.
I like that theory. You really get a fire. Wait. First of all,
fire Talon gas. So that's why he has to hide in the fridge.
All right. So say it again. I was talking when you were talking, so I didn't hear you.
No, sorry about that. Yeah, 'cause there's not much. I rewatched the episode. There's not much in that room to burn. So he probably has like a supreme gas fire suppression system in there. You know, he's rich as hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, listen, I like
because of the gas suppression system.
I like the theory of him going inside of there. I don't know if it'll be him. I think it's possible that it'd be Harrison, because in an interview, Harrison did say that he was inside of that room waiting for his cue with Uma Thurman. It's like a holding room. And that's when he was in the trophy room for it was a holding scene, and him and Uma were holding in there. And that's when he really got a chance to talk to her for the first time, when they were doing that. So maybe it's Harrison has to go in. It's a small ass fridge, right? So maybe Harrison goes in there and hides in there or something like that. But I do like the fact of someone hiding in that fridge. I think that's a great, and I hope you're right on that, because I really want to see that.
Just a quick note: do you know anything about the cell phone plot? Do they know MPH is dead? Is that cell phone ever going to come back into play? Because I mean, the way phones are now, GPS, that phone hasn't moved.
I think that when we look at this trailer, and I said this in my video, it seems like there's someone with a match that's burning something with gloves. In the same trailer, they showed Charlie with the black gloves. She's the only one that we've seen with the black gloves. So I think it's possible that she found out where he's burning the body, and she's actually just doing it to see if it actually works, and that's going to be her thing, that she finds out where he burns the body. And I think she's going to find that out because of the GPS in the phone.
All right, I can see that. My last question here for you: how do you think the series is going to end overall? Me personally, I would like to see a more of a Hannibal Lecter ending. He gets caught, except they don't kill him; they use him.
I don't think they'll do that. I would love for them to do that, but he's gonna have to go to the electric chair and get lethal injection. They tried to kill him. They tried to have him disappear, didn't work. They tried to shoot him and kill him, didn't work. The last thing to do right now is to have him get caught, and after he gets caught, he gets the electric chair and he gets and then there's no bringing him back after that. That's it. He gets executed, and it's over.
I completely agree, but there is a long time on death row, even for the most guilty.
Of course. It would obviously be a fast forward to all that stuff, but then you would have everybody come to him in his brain one last time and talk to him.
Yeah, but will there be a moment where someone needs him for something, and while he's on death row, we get some series where he's on death row where we get like some agent, young ingenue agent, needs Dexter's insight to solve a serial killer murder. Like, how do I catch this murderer? You know, so something like that. I mean, they're gonna milk this thing as far as they could milk it, and it could be interesting. I could see Dexter doing a cool Hannibal Lecter thing. I'm with you, caller, a little bit.
I'd like to see it, but I don't know.
Yeah, he needs his Silence of the Lambs moment. I think he's deserved it.
Yeah.
At least one case that's been dominating the country, and like, we need you for this.
I smell your. Oh no,
he's the new Red Reddington.
Yeah, something. It could be interesting. We're on to something. It's possible.
Yeah, that's all I had.
Oh, awesome stuff. Thank you, my friend.
You know, I would like James Spader to play the young trendy killer.
No, that would actually be a really awesome pick. Tony, we missed a call, but someone left a voicemail, so let's play the voicemail. It's from area code 347. Let's see.
Hi, Phil. This is Kim calling from Charlotte, North Carolina, by way of Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn. I'm just calling to get your opinions on whether or not you and Tony think Dexter will find out if the Gemini killer fits the code before he actually kills them. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.
What do you think, Phil?
Do I think that Dexter will find out that the Gemini killer has a code?
Yeah, his code before he killed him.
I think part of what this whole season's going to be about when it comes to all the killers, I think if anyone he was going to find any connection with or find a code with, it was Lady Vengeance. I think he has nothing but contempt for all of these people at this point, right?
Yeah, I think he'll find out the reason
he
why
doesn't care about.
No, he'll find out the reason why he kills and why he does it. And again, they have not shown any of these killers do their thing. Gemini has to be the one that they show do his thing, and because obviously we hear the actor say it was gruesome, right? The way he kills
Yeah,
people.
like he actually got his hands dirty doing
Yeah,
something.
so therefore they're gonna have to show him do that. So he's gonna have to perform that. I think he'll perform that on Blessing's family. That could put Blessings out there with this sword, ready to chop people up because his family was killed, and now he's losing his mind. He's ready to take other people out, trying to figure out what's going on.
Why do bad things happen to good people? That sucks.
Yeah, it has to happen and stuff. So
I know.
I think in that case they will, but in any other case, no. But in that case, yes. So we do have a super chat here from someone with an extremely long name. Phil, would you like to say this name?
Let me. I gotta like see it on see it on bigger screen. Dr. Indahushi Raja, the consensus psychologist.
Okay, that's a hell of a name.
The conscientious psychologist.
The conscientious psychologist. Batista convinces Claude to arrest Harrison to draw Dexter out into the open while Dexter's trying to figure out how to spring Harrison from jail. Charlie will get him out, and will come to leverage for Prada. So Batista convinces Claude that. I don't know if they have enough to arrest Harrison when it's all said and done. As I said earlier before, just with the watch is not enough. It's not enough to arrest them with the watch, especially when you already have the news and everyone thinks it's Lady Vengeance. Again, once they think it's somebody, the press has already ran with that.
It's already easy.
You have to come with extra stuff to prove that's not. So you can go behind the scenes and figure things out, but you have to have extra. And when it comes down to Harrison, there is no proof. Yes, he was in the building. We know he works there, but there's no physical evidence that he was inside that room with that woman. That woman doesn't remember it. That guy is dead. There's no physical evidence that he ever touched any of those bags. There's no physical evidence of his blood being at the scene. So they could think it, but they can't prove it. And I think that would be it. But let me say, thank you so much for the super chat. We really, really appreciate it on this channel. We don't
Thank
get
you,
all
doctor. Thank you, doctor.
we
Thank
really
you, doctor.
appreciate it. We have over 260 heads up in this piece. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for your boys at Don Tony Teflon. Felicia. We are going to get you to the premiere of this episode. We're gonna keep running it. So y'all stay up with us. We're gonna keep doing. We here every week with this. You know what I mean? Every week. I gotta grab another drink. We're gonna keep it. Phil gonna hold y'all down until I get back. And I may change the shirt because I feel like I got fucking suspenders on for some reason. And I'm not digging it right now.
Dude, I got a Weird Al shirt on. Give me a break. And I am battling a fly around here. Again, I mentioned it. It's like a Breaking Bad episode. So if I jump up at one point and go, huzzah, or something like that, don't take it personally. Thank you, Doc, for giving a one gift membership to Teflon TV. And Jeff received that gift membership. Thank you so much. We got Prater is a lawyer, right? Well, that definitely represent Dexter or Harrison. I mean, that might be a way that he sort of ingrains himself to Dexter at a certain point in time and says, hey, if you need my, if you don't kill me, I'll help your son out or something like that. But I don't know. We'll see if it goes in that direction. Area code 560. 560. Welcome to the show. What's your name and what's your question and stuff and all that fun crap? What's going on, 560?
My name is Sean. Am I on?
Yeah, you're totally on.
Oh, okay, cool, man. Oh, I was thinking, man, I don't think Harrison makes it past the season.
I would love for that to be true. As much as I'm not minding him as much this season, I wouldn't mind seeing him somehow, get wiped off the fictitious planet. Again, we're not talking about real people. We're talking about characters. But I would not mind watching Harrison die. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person. But why do you think Harrison's going to die this season?
It's like, I feel like their main thing was like, let's redeem this character on the season from like the last show that came out, and then if Dexter doesn't suffer one critical loss this season, it would be like he got off too clean. It would be too clean for him. Like no arrest, no death in the family. Something big has to happen. Like I think it's gonna make us feel like everything's going smooth for him, kind of like that Rita situation where he doesn't find her dead till like the last episode. I think the Gemini is gonna kill Harrison and his love interest.
Very interesting. I mean, could the similar thing happen for Harrison going to jail or getting arrested for the crime of the murder he's up against? I mean, I definitely agree with you that something bad happens to Dexter, but it would be hard for me to imagine that they kill off Harrison this season. I'm not saying I wouldn't like seeing it. I'm not saying it doesn't sound fun, and your logic is thought out, but I don't think Harrison dies this season. I think, unfortunately,
because I like him a lot. And I know they're redeeming him, you know, like it's kind of like one of those things where they make you love a character like a lot, only for them to take that.
Yeah, but he's not going anywhere now. They're making us love him because people hated him so much in New Blood, so they're making him a little bit more relatable, which he is. And I don't mind the character as much, but I don't think they're killing him anytime soon. I think they're setting up this relationship long term. I think he probably will die before the end of it all. When Dexter starts losing everything, I could see that happening, but not after season 1. I would be surprised. I'd be very surprised.
Or maybe his girlfriend ends up getting killed. Like somehow she ends up getting like in the crossfire. You know,
that could happen.
Like you know, and if that happens, they leave another kid orphaned, kind of like Dexter, starting the whole origin story all over again.
I wouldn't mind. Something like that could definitely happen, and he could definitely be more fueled and be a little bit more resigned in his abilities by the end of the season. But I don't think he's going anywhere. Right, Tony? No, Harrison's not going anywhere.
100%. They're not killing Harrison off. It's not going to happen. There's plot armor, and he's the connective thread for Dexter going forward, right? Again, they would have to bring back his family members. There's a lot of things they could do and everything else, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? I can't see them killing this cat off and stuff like that. Like it's just not gonna. It's not. There's no way they're gonna roll that way this early. If you want to say that they kill him before it's all said and done, I don't even know if that's the case. He would be the only one that he cares about. As someone said, the Rita situation for him, he's the last one to do that. I don't know if they'll have him do that, if they take him. I just can't see that kid getting taken out.
I think they're gonna unleash Dexter's character like more, a little bit more unleashed, a little bit more savage for the next season. And the only way for them to do that is if like they take him out. But other than that, man, I'm loving the show, you guys. You guys putting in that work, bro. Much love over here from Cali, bro. I mean, you guys keep it up.
That's what's up. Appreciate you 100%. And all that. Thank you so much, man.
You got it, man. Yes, sir.
What's up? Phil ain't there to answer the phone, but let me go through some of these super chats here that I'm seeing that we've gotten in the end. We got a new member, which is Mark J. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Doc Kaiju gifted a membership. Thank you so much. And we know our man Samuel has been a member for over 2 months right now. Thank y'all right now for rocking with us and supporting the channel and everything else. Give those memberships out, let everyone be a member. If you want to do a super chat, we appreciate it. But if you want to use that super chat to gift memberships instead, we'll take that too. We want to help the community out. We about that life.
Area code 817. Welcome to the show. What's your name? What's your question? And where you're calling from?
My name is Jeff. I'm from Fort Worth. I just had a comment about the show.
Absolutely. Go ahead, dude.
I think it'd be totally a hilarious callback if Uma Thurman comes walking in and says, "Surprise, motherfucker," to Dexter. and then another callback would be, oh, shit. you kind of spot.
See, you got to be like the last caller who takes notes and like prepares with like writing them down before the call.
Yeah. Well, like, having nice callbacks to the previous season where like, surprise, motherfucker, or oh, he knows. And also, I mean, come on, you don't have Uma Thurman on there to not be a badass. Dexter has a thing for blondes.
Yeah, you got to give her a katana at some point. As Arch Knight in the chat says, you got to give her. She's got to be holding a katana.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't she signed on for season 2?
I hope so.
Is she? I don't know if she is. I can't.
I believe I read that.
I can't confirm or deny that myself, so I don't know. I wish she was.
I just wanted to call, make sure I got a chance to call in. And, good job on the pre-show, and hope we all enjoy this next episode, in next hour and a half. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll get you there. We'll get you there. We'll keep you up.
All right, man. You have a good night.
You too.
Yes. Area code 519. Please call right back. Sorry, missed your call.
Yeah, no, we listen. We love Uma right here. We love Uma, and I would love to see her come back, but I would think she's very expensive. I don't know if she's gonna be signed on to a series. It's part of it.
But maybe you could see her signing on for a couple year storyline, 2 seasons or 1 season. Anyways, area code. I'm hoping, Tony. But area code 519. What's your name?
Hey, I'm Bobby.
Where you calling from? What's your question? Hey, Bobby.
London, Ontario, Canada, and my question, I guess it's more of like a just sort of theory about the episode. So, this is the episode clearly that they're going to on that Staten Island tour that what's his name, the ponytail guy, Rapunzel Killer, mentioned in the first one. He was like, let's all get in together. Maybe we can do a tour of Staten Island. So this is clearly like that. They're all meeting up. They're going to go do something. I think Dexter, by this point in the episode, has killed thinks he's done away with the Gemini killer. And then as he's sitting there in the helicopter, he sees Gareth, the twin of the Gemini killer, walking up, and he's just like, what in the actual ball sacks is going on? Because that would be a pretty interesting twist, I think. Like that, and I think that would be like a great spot to end it there. That shot from the trailer where he's staring out of the helicopter, like, what the fuck? I think that would be a great moment to end the episode right there, and then have it lead into the next episode of him just being like the thought process of like, okay, so I've killed this guy. He's sitting right in front of me.
Yeah, that would be really kind of fun.
But I just want to say you guys are absolutely rocking this. You and the Don, Tony Teflon, hell yeah. Big fans of both you guys' channels and the discussions that you guys do. I'll be calling in probably every week because this show is kind of like our life.
Yeah, baby, we're here for you.
We hope you do. Thank you so much for the call, my friend. Take care.
Awesome. Thank you.
Peace.
I said that same thing like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he agrees with me. I'm glad that he agrees with me. I am great. I get that all the time, like in the comment section, like when we're making video, that somebody will put what I put in the video in the comment section. And I'm like, maybe they put it before they watch the video. And that's why they put it. I mean, that's it. But listen, I agree.
That's their way of telling you that they agree with you,
Yeah, you could just put, I agree with you. It's like that. I just see this thing on my Facebook.
Wow. Sorry.
This thing on my Facebook, and there's this one guy who's supposed to fight. He doesn't. They ask him, "Do you want to fight Ngannou, like the fighter, UFC fighter?"
Yep.
And then his comment was, "I'd rather be fucked in my ass by the devil than fight Ngannou." And to me, all you had to say was no.
No is an easier response.
You didn't have to go all the way with that ass fucking. You could have just said no, brother.
It's a step far. Definitely. Area code 202. What's your question? And where are you calling from?
Hey man, it's Alex. I'm calling from DC.
How's it going now?
Just oh, it's going all right. Just a few things I noticed. Blessing's mom literally said that she wanted to pass away in the house, and so that could be a link with like Gemini killing the family. That's one thing I noticed. Another thing is Dexter's in the hotel room hearing over the cop and everything, and she says right before they leave, this room's still under investigation, right? So I'm thinking, like, wouldn't Dexter have left some hair or something? Like, And also, after Batista shows her the photo, couldn't she go back and maybe see him on the cameras, or like, oh, maybe I saw him, or I don't know, just things I'm thinking about.
Yeah. So when the clip that they put out today, it shows Batista talk to her about Dexter, shows her the photo, and then after he shows her the photo, he makes her aware who he is, and he tells her that Dexter couldn't have done. He says specifically that Dexter couldn't have done the crime because he was in a coma.
I hate modern YouTube that we can't just play it right now.
Yes, yeah. So it's got. Should we play it? Right? You think?
Can we? I don't want to get the fucking video in trouble. Like, can we?
Would they shut? It's only like 30 seconds.
I don't know. That's your call. But like, can we show it? We're talking about if we talk over it. Is that okay? I honestly don't know.
They may shut us down. Let's see.
Well,
I think they
just
might
thought
shut
she
us
would
down.
see him, like on the cameras after the fact, like when he was trying to figure out what's going on with Harrison. Like he's in the hotel ordering cheeseburgers and all that stuff. Like, wouldn't she see that? And maybe not at the time think of anything, but like after seeing the photo.
I think if they're gonna, if they're gonna do anything with it, they're gonna show him give the watch to Harrison. That's what they'll show.
Mm-hmm.
They'll show the dude hand the watch off to Harrison, and then they might show Harrison picking up the watch from something else. But that's what they'll show on it and everything else. It'll be the watch being given to Harrison.
Okay, I feel you there. Yeah, just a few things I noticed. I appreciate the call.
No, we appreciate the call too.
Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate you.
Have a good night, guys.
I love how with the playing the video thing, it's like blowing in the Nintendo cartridge. Everyone has a different rule. As long as you comment over it and stop periodic, you'll be fine. Stop every 15 seconds. I think that's the rule. That's the point. No one knows the fucking rule. They'll just flag you if they want to. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's too risky to play it. I love KP is in the building in there. We got a super chat from Mark J. It says, I think Wallace will believe that Dexter is the Bay Harbor Butcher and cover for him due to her not catching the New York Ripper.
Tony, is it bad that I've watched The Wire so much when I hear Wallace, I think of The Wire? I'm like, wait, are we talking about The Wire?
Kill Wallace!
Wallace, you killed Wallace.
You killed Wallace, String!
Whoa. Sorry, it's the first thing that popped in my mind.
I just think that there's no way she's covering for him because
no way
of not catching the Ripper. Like, that doesn't make sense to me for her to do it. Like, all right, I wasn't able to catch the Ripper, so I'm not going to allow you, Batista, to catch the Bay Harbor Butcher. I don't think she's that petty. From everything that we've seen her and everything else, you know what I mean? So I don't see her going that route with it, so I gotta disagree, in my opinion, but you could be right. And Dexter gets the Ripper out of here. The Ripper will not be solved this season. I promise you that. The Ripper is next season's villain. It will be the Ripper.
But String, where's Wallace? Where's Wallace? String?
Where's Wallace?
String.
Where's Wallace?
String. Where's Wallace? Anyways, could Wallace be part of the Tripper? Next episode will be an hour and a half. Is that correct? Asks Nero Miro. I don't think so. Is it?
Well, Wellness is saying this episode is 56 minutes. So, which is amazing because I tell you that Carrie Bradshaw show, Sex and the City spinoff, is like 30. They did like hour episodes all season. And the last couple of episodes is 30 minutes. Like, what the fuck is that, bro?
They must have known it was canceled.
I've never seen that in a show in my life. That they've done almost every episode for 60 minutes, and the final 2 episodes is 30 minutes. Like, that's ridiculous, man.
I guess they've had all of that, Tony. They were like, oh, we got all of that. We're done.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I couldn't deal with that.
I dropped out after season 1, but you're a stronger man than I.
I watched it.
I know I love Sex and the City and I love both the movies. But like I tried. I watched season 1 of that. I could not get myself to watch season 2. It was without Samantha. It doesn't work.
I'm gonna do a private chat, and I'm only gonna invite Jackie C, and I'm gonna get her this goddamn membership. And she's gonna be the only one in the chat.
I'm convinced she doesn't have it turned on. I'm convinced she just doesn't.
And too many times it has that happen.
She doesn't have it turned on. No way she does.
The membership.
And just be in my chat room where there's only like 10 people when we do the multicasts, and I'll fucking and someone gift memberships there for Pete's sake.
She says she hasn't turned on it. Oh, I would love to.
Oh yeah, Adam Walters is totally lame, but that's what I love about it. You know.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. We are over 247 people in the building, rocking with the Phil the Issues guy and the Don Tony. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for your boys. All right, thumbs up. Everything else. Let's get to 240 likes, and that will bring in 240 more people. You know, this is the #1 pregame, postgame show. We hear Sundays after for it on all of YouTube. And all YouTube. And I seen somebody, I want to shout out to Melanie Media, who joined us last week on it. Thank you for coming on. And I hear people in the comments talking about this Sister Pam. Well, Sister Pam will have to, if she contacts the Don Tony Teflon or Phil the Issues guy, and she wants to come on because
we're easy to find. Google told you my phone number. Like,
y'all want her on. She's more than welcome to come on and join us for a week. We would love to have her on and stuff, but all she's got to do is reach out. So if she wants it, that's on her. If she doesn't, she's busy. Things happen in people's life. You just don't know. You know what I mean? So, but she's very welcome to come on and join us.
Tony, I got to talk to you about something when we get off the air, like an interesting advertising opportunity that we might have.
All right, I'm with it.
It's interesting for sure.
What did I say? Someone saying, all right, so let me take this, the 13th floor. Tony, I heard you saying that you might have some mystery celebrity guests coming on. When is that happening? As soon as they agree to the terms. So I have been in contact with, I would say, 3 to 4 people from the show, and I have been offered an interview from 2 of them. And my parameters is that I want them to come on the live stream to do it. I just don't want to just do an interview just to do an interview. Done a lot of interviews, done that, been there, done that, and everything. So I'm not really about that. If they come on a live stream and rock with us all, then I'm with it. If not, then I'm not. Now, if it's like Uma Thurman and Michael C. Hall, then me and Phil have to take the interview.
Yeah, right? They do. It's like with From. Like if Harold wants to do something, we'll do it in Harold's way.
Yeah, Harold wants to do it, we'll do it. But besides that, you're gonna have to come. I would want you to come on. I would want them to come on the show so that y'all can leave voicemails and stuff and ask them and everything else. And I try to. It's not a flex for me. All right, so let me put it like this. A lot of people on YouTube and stuff, they be on YouTube and everything, and they use like getting interviews as a flex. Like, hey, I got the interview. Hey, I'm better than everybody. Like, to me, it's not a flex at all. I don't use it as a flex. I don't care about it. You know what I mean? I'm here for y'all.
Suddenly, I'm hungry for some fucking chickens for some reason.
You know, so I want to rock with y'all. I want y'all to be able to interact because y'all just as big a fans as I am, and they should interact with their public. And we are the public, so we should all be able to do that. And that's why I want to do it and everything else. So that is the only reason. So that's what the whole thing is. If they won't do it and they can't do it, then we'll just have to make it work another season. Maybe if we get enough people on here live, that they'll be willing to come on. They'll watch it and they'll say, you know what, there's a lot of people that watch, and let me go say what up to my public. That's what it's all about. So that's all it is. But if something does happen, you'll see that I'll get that up there very quick. I'll put it on there, and we'll get these people on here for you and everything else, and get them to say whatever. Maybe we'll get some of the show writers, because I have a couple of questions I'd like to ask the show writers. Number one being, how come they didn't show these guys do their shit? You know what I mean? I need to see these guys killing. I want to see the tattoo collector collect the tattoo. It made no sense to me. Nacho, what do you think about that, Phil? Every season of Dexter we have seen all these people all the time display their technique. We haven't seen that yet. Why do you think they're doing that?
To build up anticipation for what we're about to see with the Gemini Killer. It makes the most sense. I also want to add, do you think we're going to see another episode without a Dexter kill? or does Dexter kill someone in this next episode?
No, he's gonna, this episode.
And I don't want to say like I'm bloodthirsty, but in a show like this, if Dexter's our anti-hero guy we're following, we need Dexter to a little bit more Dexter action. Does someone end up on the table this week, Tony? Tonight in 2 hours or what? An hour? What hour? Does someone end up on the table?
Say it again.
Does someone end up on the table tonight?
Yes, the Gemini killer gets killed tonight. He gets killed tonight. Guaranteed. I guarantee he's getting killed tonight. But then the other guy will show up. Twin will show up. And then he'll kill Precious's family. Blessing's family. And
Precious. They are precious. They're very precious, though. I mean, I don't want to see anything happen to them.
He'll kill them. And that's what's going to happen.
You're so precious.
John Haymaker, 32 fucking months been rocking with us. If you get the dink, we can do a Dexter gotcha. I would love pause on that. Number one, the Don doesn't get the dink. Pause. But if we do get the dink on the show, then I would whatever he wanted to talk about. He's a very interesting person when I see him on interviews. He's not as, I mean, if you ever seen like Don or he's not like that. He's very reserved on interviews. So I don't know how it would be if he wanted to talk about Game of Thrones stuff. I don't know. And maybe it's different if he's on a live stream. I don't know. But it doesn't seem like he's very loose when he does interviews. And
sorry, I'm distracted for a second. Give me one second.
What, is there someone putting some shit in there?
Forget it. It's gone.
Is it? Who was it?
Nothing. They're gone.
All right. Hey, people, man, there's no need to come out here and try to hate and everything else and all that good stuff. You can try if you want, if your life is that really bad. And you really have nothing else to do, like I'm going to go here and I'm going to try to troll these motherfuckers. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I'm going to call them a name. How about that?
Thanks, Tony. I needed to hear you say that. It is great.
Some dumb shit like that. I guess if that's what you really need, like if you really need to do it, get to supper. Have at it, man. I guess so, man. Whatever gets you through the fucking night. But you think at some point,
well, this is what I have to say to you, motherfucking.
You're a talker. Listening to talkers makes me.
Oh, you created another account. Oh,
is that what it is? Wayne Dupree. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the second account. The second account.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Wayne. Jesus.
You did it. You did it. You did it.
You did it, Wayne. You did it. You
did it.
You went on the internet and you said, and you typed
we're talking about him too.
N-word to a black person,
Tony, and we're talking about him too. We did it. He did it.
He's such a hero.
He's the hero of his pod. What do they call it?
I did that. You see that? I typed that.
Oh, and he's got another. He's got lots of them on.
I typed that in his face. Oh, I typed that in his face. Oh my god. Block that bitch ass bullshit. Whack him, get him out of here. Look how many different the channels he has here. I mean, he has a billion of them.
Quick.
But in the end, doesn't he understand? Maybe he doesn't, because he's not a smart person. And he doesn't, and he's doing it. But he understands that every time you put a message in there, in the end, that this that it pays us. Like
I appreciate it. It helps promote the video in a weird way.
It sure does.
It adds to the amount of comments. You know, it's like the comment score type shit.
It pays us, man. It pays us and stuff.
Wow,
but this, in the end,
sorry. Let's get Dexter to put him on the motherfucking table.
Yeah, well, yeah. Just keep. I have mods in there. Mods know what to do. Block them. Just get them at it. It's what you gotta deal with sometimes, man. When you're on YouTube and stuff, and you gotta deal with stuff like that. This is what it is. I've dealt with it in Game of Thrones. Phil's dealt with it. Mm-hmm. This is the way it goes, man. And there's a lot of tough guys out there and everything else. That's why it's important for y'all to come out here and support us. All the good people out here. We ain't stopping. They ain't nothing gonna stop us and everything else. We're gonna keep doing our thing, and we're gonna keep rocking. We are almost there, Phil, to this next episode.
It's getting close. Anything? Okay, so do you think someone ends up on Dexter's table tonight? It ends up being the Gemini Killer. We did see him engaged in the trailer. I didn't see the extra scene, but in the trailer, we definitely get a moment where we see more of the Gemini Killer featured. A caller mentioned something earlier, and not sure if I talked about it. But we got a KP call. We haven't talked to KP in a while. This is our good buddy KP. Give me an excuse to play. I won't do it to you, K. Welcome to the show, KP.
Listen, that gentleman almost caught these internet hands. That gentleman almost caught these internet hands. But you don't said to hold up, so I held up.
No. If someone does some craziness like that, you can always block him, KP. If you have the wrench, you know you have the wrench. Whack him, block him. If you ever see that, there's nothing. You ain't got to block him.
As soon as I saw it, boom, 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 it was gone.
That's it. That's what you got to do.
Oh, here we go. Keep going, guys. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Just keep doing your thing.
Cats and mouse. I just have two questions here. Two questions real quick. Peter Dinklage. He has the Suicide Squad of serial killers. What do you think his end game is in bringing these people together? Like, I mean, I know what he says. It's about camaraderie and but like, legitimately, he has to have something that he wants from them that is a little bit more long-term and a little bit more expansive than just having people to talk to, you know? So, well, perhaps, do you think they have planned out something long-term that Peter Dinklage wants to do with this Suicide Squad of killers? Or do you think it really is just kind of like a plot device to bring killers together to have a bunch of murders happen, and you know, and it's kind of just surface level. So you know what? I'm just gonna ask that one question because my other question is not as important. But
I would think he has some other plan, but what we've been shown so far is that he is just infatuated with him. He's a mega fan with $1 billion. That when you have that type of money and you're that infatuated with someone, you can get them to do whatever you want. You know, I said that when this guy Turkey Al Sheikh, the Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh, he just did a boxing match with a bunch of people in New York City, and he did it in Times Square. And to me, I said it looked like to me a rich guy who hired a bunch of professional boxers to box in his backyard, and that's what it looks like. It could be a situation like that with him.
Do you know the DuPont wrestling story?
I do not know the DuPont wrestling.
It'll take 20 seconds. The DuPont, is a very wealthy family, right?
Whoa, get the clock going. Keep going.
One of the guys, one of the patriarchs of the family was a big fan of traditional Greco-Roman wrestling. So people like Kurt Angle, who eventually was a WWF star, was training with him, and he found the best wrestlers in America, brought them together, found the best trainers around the world, brought them together, and like his mission in life was to get a gold medal out of a couple of these guys because he thought America wasn't doing good enough in wrestling. Long story short, yeah, he got the gold. Yes, he did get the gold medal, Kurt Angle. Or was that silver? I can't remember. But Kurt Angle was one of those, one of these, like, did win a medal at the Olympics. Mm-hmm. But eventually, what was really behind it was he was in the closet and he enjoyed watching men roll and being with women and being in that kind of environment. And eventually, he tried a move on one of the wrestling guys and pushed one thing led to another, and there was a murder suicide. So this is just a very rich guy that brought a bunch of wrestlers together to try to create a gold medal wrestler. But really back in mind was sexual perversion. So I don't think this is what that is. But I'm just using that as an example of a rich guy bringing people together for one stated purpose. but there's an underlining purpose that he doesn't tell everybody about.
No,
So
it could be. It could
comment
be.
on that if you will, and I'm leave the line closed, leave the line open for a bit so you guys can have a chat. I'll be right here. So you guys have a good night.
I appreciate
Thank
the
you,
call,
KP. You're the best.
and I appreciate all my mods in there, Jackie, Steve, John Haymaker.
Oh, I was swinging my fucking hammer too, Tony. And you know what's interesting is we got a phone line, but the fucking motherfucker don't call in. You know, you fucking jump in the fucking chat, fucking asshole. Anyways, whatever.
Lights, camera, action. All y'all film. I appreciate all y'all cats out there whacking these fools and stuff and getting them out of here and everything else. But yeah, I think that when it comes down to Prater and what he's going to be, and I think that when it comes down to it, it's just like that's what leads you to believe that people, I think, would be led to believe that he's the New York Ripper.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that, you know, when you say, oh, he's bringing all these people together, but he has this in his past, that he's the New York Ripper, and that's why he's doing it. And as we've seen before, trophies keep people serial killers not killing. By him getting all these other trophies, this stops him from.
I just think his kink is different, Tony. Like, he just has a different kink. His kink is collecting all these trophies and being close to it, but not actually going there. There's something about people that enjoy treading on the edge, but not actually crossing the edge. He does so good that he just likes being around this and supporting it and whatever. I don't think Dinklage is an actual, or Prater is an actual serial killer himself. That would be that would be a surprising turn.
There was one report that I had, and I put it in my video, that it did say that he was a serial killer, but then every other report said he wasn't. But there was one report that did report him in.
We have one of our mods, Lights Camera Action, or Lights Camera Act. Welcome to the show. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? It's Alicia. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
What's
Thank
going
you so
on?
much.
Can you all hear me okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So I was thinking, I had a thought about Quinn too, but on the Prater thing, I was wondering if maybe he was playing the serial killers, even if he, like, I thought about the Bay Harbor Butcher slides, like, being in the center. And I thought, what if he really idolized the Bay Harbor Butcher and in his mind is trying to, like, pick up the mantle and he's luring these serial killers? Because he talked about, you know, having all these plans for them over 2 weeks. What are these plans?
Yeah.
You know? And so to what his end might be, I thought perhaps he, you know, his idolization of one might be leading him to, like, trying to do something about that. Or even if he doesn't kill them, trying to, you know, catch them or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it would be possible, and I think it could be to the point where it's like, you know, he is the Bay Harbor Butcher is the big fish. You know, as we know, he thinks the Bay Harbor Butcher is dead. But if he found out he was alive, he may be, oh my God, this is the Bay Harbor Butcher, and be excited about it, right? Unless the Bay Harbor Butcher is coming after him. But why would the Bay Harbor Butcher come after Prater? So that's what we have to have. Why? He hasn't done anything but assemble these people unless he's a serial killer himself.
Well, like, thinking about, like, the trophy area, I was thinking about, like, the slides being in the middle. So I was thinking more like he idolized the Bay Harbor Butcher and thought, what if I could be like him? And he doesn't know that Dexter is Bay Harbor Butcher, right? He thinks he's another serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So he's kind of like pulling all these serial killers in towards him with maybe some kind of end towards, you know, getting them caught or getting them dead.
Yeah, the thing I would
he idolized. That might be, like, too convoluted, but
no, I'm just saying the thing that I see is that they said they've been back for multiple years, right? Some of them have switched.
Yeah,
out.
it's been something that
So
they've
if you was going to
continued
take
to do.
them out, you would think it would be a whole different bunch of people there, but they've been going for years there.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Oh, and so the Quinn thing too. That was the other thing I was wanted to ask you guys about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if maybe Quinn is the connection to the FBI and got him the slides. Whether, like, who's that guy that he was being followed around by early on? Who I can't remember like who he worked for.
Everybody wants Quinn to give the slides up.
Yeah, they do. I think they just want the character to be.
We can't think of anybody else. It was Quinn. That's
I never think of anyone else. I just racked my brain. I even thought I'd forgotten that that he actually had killed Hannah's dad, and I was like, oh well, he was a gambler, and then I went and rewatched the episode. I was like, oh no, he killed him.
That's a classic scene of Dexter, right? When Rita's ex puts his fist up in Dexter's face, and Dexter doesn't even flinch. Like Dexter just stares at him like, "What is that?" That's one of those classic scenes. I'm thinking television history, in all honesty.
Yeah,
because usually, if someone does that, you're gonna move a little bit, right? This didn't even he didn't even blink an eye. Like it was nothing to him.
Yeah, he was scary. Yeah, I thought because at first he was like just gonna let him ride off, and then he changed his mind.
Yeah, see, if it was me, it would just been he would have put his fist up, he would have got shot, and then I would just walked away.
Yeah, right.
Been all over. He put his fist up. Hey, that'd have been it.
Done.
Yeah.
I'll be the whistle like Eddie Murphy's dad. Walking away.
But it could just be a throwaway, It just feels like they wouldn't have said that specifically if there wasn't going to be somebody tied to it.
I would think that they
I agree.
I don't know if it's a throwaway. I would hope it comes back, but it just could be a way to explain why he has. Like they got to have a reason why he has it, right? Because you just bring back the slides, and they need to have a reason why. So hey, I got it from a drunk FBI agent, FBI agent with a gambling problem. That gets it there. So now we know why it's there. Because if it would have just shown up there, then me, you, all of us would be like, how the fuck you get that motherfucker? Wait a second. And then we would look through every one of them, every episode, and been like, wait, how did he get it? And they didn't want to deal with that, baby. So they just said, all right, he got it because it was his drunk FBI agent. FBI
That's a good point. You're right. That's a solid point for sure.
No, absolutely. I mean, I do think maybe they may explore that later and use it as a tool to create a character at a different point in time. But for now, it was probably just a way to explain it because you had to explain it somehow.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's true. I like that. All right. Well, enjoy the show tonight, guys.
You too. Thank you for the call.
Thank you so much. 100%. Thank you for the call. Thank you everyone for rocking with us. I mean, look, we had over 250 people here at one point. We're gonna keep going. It's not over yet. It is 11:05 p.m. on Eastern dial right now. We have a little bit more to go to get you there to 12:10 so you can watch it tonight. We'll be here with you and stuff like that. We're gonna keep you going and everything else. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Keep it going. Listen, you see what we have to go through in the chats with these people. You see what it is, man. And for what? Because somebody of a different color wants to talk about a show. Blasphemous. Blasphemous. Why should it be like that? But in the end, again, and if y'all want people to come on the Don Show, Phil's going to take this call.
I don't know. This one's from an unknown number.
Let him leave a message.
Sorry, if caller from the unknown number, if you want to leave a voicemail, leave a voicemail. It's just we're being extra careful.
Yeah. It's easy to go to these people's, listen, it happened before. Go to their Instagram and say, we want to see you on Teflon TV on the show. And if you leave enough of y'all bombard the Instagram and you put that on there, they may be more willing to come on and stuff and face us on, hang out with us and everything else. You know what I mean? So it worked before. It happened before for me. It's done it before. The people speak. I mean, there's over 250 people here. 250 people go on one of their pages and all leave messages, and they all say the same thing. We'd love to see you on the Don Tony Teflon TV. But Phil the Issues Guy and the Don, they'll come on. But right now we're in talks. We'll see if we can get them on. We'll see. Got a couple of things. We'll see how it goes and see everything else and all that good stuff.
Oh, 2 calls right at the same time. Should we take 513 or 416? We'll take this one first. Area code 415. What's your question and where you're calling from? And what's your name?
Hi, my name is Gabriel, and I'm watching the live stream, and I have a theory I would like to say.
Absolutely, go for it.
I think Thor's like the end of the series. I think Harrison ends up killing Batista to save his dad, and I think it's obvious that Dexter will kill Prater. But I don't know if you guys have watched Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yes.
We're at the end. The villain exposes how do you call it? Peter Parker's real name.
Mysterio, right? That is Mysterio that does it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, Mysterio. I think the same thing will happen. I think Prater already knows, or he's gonna know within like the next few episodes, because as you can see in the teaser trailer for this episode, Batista basically tells the police who Dexter is, and I think that's gonna cause Charlie to follow Harrison, because in one of the other teaser trailers, we could see Charlie and Harrison also interacting with one another. So I think what's going to happen towards the end, which will lead to season 2, is that we'll see Prater exposing Dexter's real identity on the whole of New York.
Yeah, I'm like that's kind of what I was talking to Tony about earlier. Does the end of this season, could it be possible at the end of this season is somehow Dexter and the accusation of him being the serial killer, a serial killer, is out there in the public somehow? But I don't know. It could be an interesting way to go. I don't know if it's possible.
I would love for it to happen, but I just don't know how it brings the plot forward.
Interesting theory, though. Carl.
Like if he does expose Dexter to the public, like Dexter's not a celebrity. It's not like you're exposing Puff Daddy for something. He's just a normal guy in the street. And if you expose a normal guy in the street before I die, I just want to let you all know that Dexter Morgan is the Bay Harbor Butcher. People, who the fuck Dexter Morgan? Right? And so that would be the only holdback that I have at it. Could he have something to to the cops? He give them that information, or the FBI he gives the information to. That I could see, but to the public, I don't know.
Yeah. Fair point. Definitely, Tony. Like, because that's the point. Tony, right. You make a very good point, because to us, Dexter's a big deal. He's like, of like Freddy Krueger, Mike Myers. He's in the conversation. He's real popular. Dexter went public. Oh yeah, we'd be big. But like in the world of Dexter, no one knows who the fuck Dexter Morgan is. They'd be like, who? Who the fuck's the no, wait. I don't even remember the Bay Harbor. I don't know who, what, where. So it would be a tough situation to go public like that. But to your point, he could turn information to the FBI or something like that.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, take your problem, you guys.
No, thank you, caller.
Thanks for calling. We appreciate you, man.
Good stuff.
100%. We appreciate you, man. It would just be, listen, if it happens, it happens. Don't listen. I'm just saying my opinion down here. I'm not trying to shoot down anybody's theories or anything. I'm just giving you my stuff. You know what I mean? Of what I feel about him. Well, doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Maybe he does do that, and it would be a shock. But I don't think he's popular enough for them to go there. Spider-Man was worldwide. Everyone knew the fuck Spider-Man was.
Yeah, he showed up with like the Avengers and all that sort of shit. Fishy, go about an hour after it airs. There's some pirate waters you may want to surf. That's all I'm saying.
Burn it.
You know where to go. You know how to find it for free.
That's why we should get like a deal. They should give us a deal with these companies. These companies you can watch stuff in other countries and stuff. and all that. One of those whatever they're called. They should give us like a
Surf
deal.
those goddamn pirate waters, my friend. You know where to go. Like Duck TV, put lockers in your mother. Like you know the places to go. Come on.
One, yeah. You if you're looking
1, 2, 3 movies. I mean, you'll find it places.
If you're looking, you will find VPN, Amy. Yeah, we should get a VPN.
VPN that stuff. I'm not telling you how to find everything, but you can find it. Come on.
Yeah, you can get a pop, man.
You can find it. A little
but
effort.
but I would suggest that you order the Paramount Plus.
Of course. Always order Paramount Plus. You can
Because, in all honesty, it's a great app. Tulsa King is coming back on.
It's worth it for South Park. The first 2 episodes of the new season of South Park have been amazing.
Wildlands could be the best show on television right now.
Yep.
Bar none.
All the Star Trek stuff's there.
Star Trek stuff is there. You got Tulsa King coming in September 20-something and everything. And if y'all want me to cover Tulsa King season 3, just put it in the chat. Say yes, cover it. I love Tulsa.
I can't wait. I can't wait to watch that fucking season.
Like, I love it. You know what I mean? You got
Cody, we got to do it because I swear I'm not gonna have to fight not doing the podcast.
And the new season of Tulsa King introduces Samuel L. Jackson's character, who gets his own spinoff, Nola King, after this.
Tony, we got to do a bit where it's just like motherfucker. Well, motherfucker, you motherfucker.
Oh,
I love it. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. That was for me. I made Tony do that. That was my fault.
I met Sly Stallone in person, shook his hand, and got a chance to speak to him. And he's a very nice man.
Yeah, he is. His my ex that you've met, Tony. One of her best friends is his niece or something like that. His whole family, they're all very nice. They're all very nice.
He is one of the most down to earth people I ever got to speak to. And I will say this. When I shook his hand, it was like a baby's butt. I have never in my life to this day shook a hand that was softer. That was just amazing. I didn't want to let go. His hands were so goddamn soft. I'll be honest about it. I ain't gonna lie.
Sly. Can Sly fake box at all? Can he hold?
So I asked him a question. This is how the whole thing. I swear this is what happened. I asked him a question. I said to him, did your mother? And this was at the Boxing Hall of Fame in Canastota when he got inducted. That's why I was there. I knew Chuck Zito. And I have hung out with Chuck Zito a couple of times. So I got pushed into meeting Sly through Chuck, right? So when I was in there, I asked him, I said, did your mother own the gorgeous ladies of wrestling?
She definitely had money in that. She was one of the big starters, right?
This is what I asked him. That's the first thing that came out of my mouth to him. Did your mother own? And he said to me, out of all the questions I've been asked, nobody's ever asked me in my life. And then I went from that, and I asked him. I told him, I was like, I'm a writer. I'm doing this. And how did you begin, to write Rocky? And he told me. He said that his mother was on her 4th, 5th husband, whatever. He's like, my mother was on my 4th, 5th husband. And his brother was just got locked up, or he was getting out of jail. And they had to move out of their place in Manhattan. They had to leave because they couldn't pay the rent. And he said when he was bagging up his stuff, he found these golden cufflinks that were there that were boxing gloves. Now, beforehand,
Mickey gives him that in the movie.
His mother's friend was dating someone who knew Rocky Marciano. And he met Rocky Marciano, and Rocky Marciano was the one who gave him those golden cufflinks when he was a young kid and stuff.
And that's
So
a scene in the movie with Mick that Rocky Marciano gave Mick those, and they put that in the actual movie. So that's it.
So when he was bagging his stuff up, he said he was bagging them up. He said he had the cufflinks in his hand. He said he walked around Manhattan a couple of times, and when he did, he came back upstairs. And when he went back upstairs, he started writing the movie. And
I totally got the side. No, I'm sorry. Slide's off.
That's what I heard. That's what he told me in my face. So that's what I'm going with, and everything else. And yeah, that's the story and everything else. But yeah, that's it. But now he's a mad cool cat. Also seen him again. He was on it was the Saints and Narrows Feast. He was out there, and he was with Joe Piscopo.
Joey Piscopo.
They were there, and Joe Piscopo was smashed. Like, couldn't walk. He had two girls holding him up and shit. And I seen him going to a bar in the Saints and Narrows Feast there. But that's my Sly Stallone story. That's all I got for Sly.
Joe Piscopo is like it's interesting how much he worked with Eddie Murphy. You know, like and him and Eddie Murphy had like a pretty good chemistry. Like he wasn't Joe Piscopo wasn't super funny, but he was funny with Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy knew how to get the best out of Joe Piscopo.
100%. He did. They the Ebony and Ivany, the stuff they did was
the Frank and Stevie Wonder thing was fucking hilarious. Like they pulled that off pretty well, and they worked with each other in a bunch of sketches and stuff like that. And I've heard Joe Piscopo talk about it. He's just like, the smartest thing I ever did was just shut the fuck up and let Eddie Murphy work and do whatever he says. And fuck yeah, dude, you're funny with him.
And Joe Piscopo, you know, he hung out with Sly. That's how he got Joe Diesel. Like, you know, he got him into working out and everything else, and that's why he got so big and
in that movie, that karate movie. What was it called? Sidekick with Chuck Norris and Jonathan Brandis. Do you ever see that movie, Tony? It's like and Joe Piscopo is all fucking jacked and roided up, or he looks roided up in that movie.
Right? Yeah, we don't know. HGH go. We don't know. He's natural.
The clear.
We'll be here for like 15 more minutes. We'll get you to 11:30, and then y'all can go out. You can take your pisses. You can get your food ready. You can get ready for the show.
Yeah. Quark the dog probably needs a piss. You know.
Yeah, he's got to get the dog outside. We've been over here for over 2 hours. Listen, I'm going for us. So if you want to make a call, this is the last chance you got to call in. Make sure you do call in. We would love to hear from you before we go off the air. What do you think, Phil? Predictions for this episode? I'm going right now that this is going to be the best episode of the season.
Ooh, it definitely seems interesting. Where's the helicopter trip to, Tony?
You know, when I think about the helicopter trip, and somebody said this, so I don't want to take credit for it. But
take fucking credit. I didn't get the fly.
I don't, but someone said, what if they throw the fat dude off the helicopter, like kill him and stuff? And it's like a
see that guy again. He's such an afterthought character.
They may do it to him. They may just chuck him off the fucking helicopter.
Yeah, is he gonna montage die? And the other question I wanted to mention earlier, a caller mentioned earlier, or in the chat, is someone going to figure out through the phones or through the situation? We've assumed that they're tracking the phones, but when are they going to find that Barney Hauser MD dies? Like, when's that going to become or disappeared because his body?
No, it's that slide. It's got to be the slide that Dexter kept that won't fit in the box. Because why did he keep that slide? Because he's got that slide. It doesn't fit in the box. I think when Charlie goes and finds his stash, he's going to find that slide, and then they'll realize that that's the dude.
And thank you, Arch Knight. That was Arch Knight. Perfect. Yeah, no, that definitely makes it. Did I name Quark because of the big ears? Partially because of the big ears, partially because I'm a Deep Space Nine ridiculosity, and so yes, he reminded me of a little Ferengi.
Yeah, it'd be funny if they gave Dexter some binoculars and look at the chopper. He looks up, he see Goldilocks go out there and then throw him overboard.
And Schwarzenegger's like, Dexter, get to the chopper.
It's Scarface the whole situation.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. I'd be there for that. That'd be fucking incredible. I never liked that guy. But yeah, if anyone wants to call in, 781-990-8509. And by the way, Jackie C, I was debating on a couple of names and like the stupid Star Trek names or like a Game of Thrones name or his full name is Quark E. Walnuts for Polly Walnuts too, because his name was Chestnut. But I decided at the last minute Quark because it also happens to be the dog's name from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Not that I love that movie particularly, but it was just like an added bonus. I'm like, oh, it's also a fucking the dog from Honey, I Shrunk the fucking Kids. That's an added fucking bonus for the situation. So we'll go with that. Toke and get ready to drink. I'm ready for it. I'll do it anytime. Something will happen and we won't see it coming, and we'll talk about it for a week. Jeff, I think you have something going on right there. I think you're right. Dokes and Miguel's dialogue and the cameos were great, but Trinity could have been better and more impactful. Yes, because so far all of that stuff is more for memory. I want to keep saying member berries, but it was more for that particular situation instead of, oh, we got some calls coming in. Let me shut the fuck up and take some calls. This is from area code 938. 938, what's your name, where you're calling from, and what's your question, if I could possibly even answer it?
My name is Sheila Clemens,
Welcome to the show.
and I'm from Alabama.
All right. Alabama in the building.
And I don't have a question in particular. I just have a theory.
What's your theory?
I think that the detective, the female detective,
Yep.
I think she's a serial killer.
I can understand why you think that. And I do think that she may have some type of serial killer-ish stuff in her background.
She's definitely weird. There's some weird stuff going on, right, Tony? There's something going
I
on.
can see it, but I just don't know if that's what they want to go with that character. Because we have to think that they're not going to recast this whole cast next season. They're not going to go and do that. So why would they do that?
The live thing when she listens to the song on her headphones.
Yep. I understand what you're saying. It's a Harrison situation, and Harrison did the same thing.
She's crazy. Yeah, it's a creepy little situation.
She's definitely got something. She's, I don't have to say she's on the spectrum, but she definitely has some
I
type
think
of.
even her partner thinks she's weird.
Yeah, but I think her partner is probably the serial killer. If any one of them,
I think her partner would be the serial killer.
You think she would be the New York Ripper? She's hunting the New York Ripper. Why would she hunt herself?
It's like when I shoplift and I buy an item.
Well, I mean,
distractions.
Dexter worked for a police department, and he was a blood splatter analysis.
Yes. Yeah, he was, and that's why.
I mean, it's easy for her to hide behind being a detective because she knows how to be caught.
I hear you, but she's also doing forums. She's doing lectures about this killer. She's out and about. She almost got fired because she's tried to hunt this killer so intensely. So I don't know if
she's obsessed with this other killer that she won't let go of. And I think it's because she's that killer and that she doesn't want to get that case out of the way.
Yeah, but why magnify it? Like Dexter never magnified the Bay Harbor Butcher. He didn't go and do lectures about the Bay Harbor.
He wasn't a detective either.
No, but I'm saying he didn't do lectures about it. He was a blood spatter person for all of it.
No, but it's sometimes if you act like, if you talk about something, you know how like killers come in the interrogation room and they make up stories.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
they say, I was doing this or I was doing that, but you know,
That's different than making
and
it
then
public.
they start talking about everything under the sun and
Yeah.
everything.
I just think that's different than keeping it in the public eye. When you're doing something, when you're going out and you're doing shows about it, that's a different situation.
But she's telling her version of what she thinks
Yes.
is going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that also makes people think about different versions. Like right now, like right now, like you're on the phone with me and Phil right now, right?
Hi.
And I've been telling you versions of some other things. And we've seen in the chat and everyone else come up with their own versions from things that I've said. So I've kept that story alive. So that doesn't help someone who's trying to hide because they're killing someone talking about it more.
Right. No, but if you give another version of that it didn't happen, and you know the real version, and you're trying to deflect off of yourself, you know, and people know that you do certain things a certain way, and then you deflect the killer as somebody doing it the total opposite as you would do it.
Hey, look, I am not gonna. I am not trying to persuade you out of the way you think, love. I hear what you're saying. I would just have to agree to disagree. I don't think she's a New York Ripper. I think that it's anyone that's going to be her partner. If it's going to be anyone on the show to be the partner, I think that we have to have some characters that have some morality, and that's who they are. And not everyone in the show can be a serial killer. It's like Blessings can't be one, and Claudetta's one, and everyone we've seen just happens to be serial killers.
Batista's not going to help Dexter. He's not going to like turn and start helping Dexter kill people. That's not happening.
Batista's going to turn and help Dexter. I think
Well,
it's just too complicated.
What was that
her
called?
personality and the way she acts, and just the way, you know, her demeanor is just across just like serial killer vibes.
100%. And I agree with you that she does. I think maybe in her family something has happened there that's made her more alert than an average detective.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, she just knows too much to me. I mean, she just knows a little bit too much as a detective. I mean, she knew.
She could just
right
be.
On Harrison, you know, that crime scene. I mean, she was saying things.
In fairness, it's not like Harrison is the most clever person on the planet. She's just a good detective. You could also argue that she just knows what she's doing as a detective, but she is a little unique or interesting. I'm not saying you're wrong, caller, but it could be some of the things she's showing is just being a very good detective, because Harrison is not the best criminal.
Well, he's pretty good criminal. I mean, to be that his first kill, you know.
He was the last person to walk into that room. Like, he wasn't aware of the camera situation. He's not thinking straight. He's thinking emotionally. I'm saying he did clean up after himself. You're right. I'd say it's
But
somewhere
I mean,
in the middle.
He's not a killer. He's
No.
not a killer. He done it to protect that girl.
I mean,
not a killer. Like
I mean, I love you, caller, but I don't know about this one. I think splitting hairs. He literally is a killer.
He's not a killer.
Well, I mean, he's not a serial. He didn't say when that guy got to the hotel, I'm going to kill him.
No, fair enough. He's not like a plotting kind of killer.
He made it.
Okay, he's a murderer, not a killer.
I don't think he would have ever murdered him if he would have not done that girl that way.
He's a rage killer, as Arch Knight says, not a serial killer.
Right.
He doesn't like cereal. He doesn't like Captain Crunch.
Yeah, he's just a
If
raged
that never
murderer.
happened to her, that girl, I don't think Garrison would have ever killed that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
100%. I agree with you on that. I'm not saying that. In the end, I think when it comes to television shows in general, we have to have some people who they are. Everyone can't have a twist. And I don't think Claudette's twist is that she's a killer. I think that she's going to be the straight up cop. I don't think they're going to recast this show every season. I think Claudette's coming back. I think Batista's coming back. And I think that's who they are. Batista is who he is in Miami, and she is the better version of Batista in New York, who is so focused on stuff, she's able to solve these crimes.
And it's going to be interesting to see both of them working together. And caller, Adam Waters in the chat is on to you. He says, "You're the killer." Oh my God, we got to get rid of you. You're the caller. Thanks for the caller. Thanks for the call, 938. You're awesome. Please call back into the future.
Love you, Alabama. Love you, Alabama.
Tony, we missed a call from 425. Let me play a voicemail that we get here before we miss this out. Let's see what 425 said.
What up, dog? They missed out on a prime opportunity to have Joffrey and the Mother of Dragons in the cameo. Joffrey should have ended up on the table. I don't know what they could have had the Mother of Dragons did, but she could have either been Lady Vengeance, or she could have been the cop, or she could have just, I don't know, been somewhere else.
Yeah, Joffrey's, I don't know if he's acting anymore. I think he's out of here acting.
Still, I wouldn't mind seeing Joffrey on that fucking table.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Even though him getting killed was one of the greatest, chokings I've seen.
It definitely was a satisfying end. I think Game of Thrones at its best definitely gave you those satisfying conclusions of what you want. I think that's what makes a good show a great show, when it gives you those. It dots the I's, you know what I mean? It gives you that extra little something what you want to see. That's what makes a Breaking Bad. That's what makes a Wire. That's what makes a Sopranos. That's what makes these shows so incredible, and sitting at that dinner table of the best shows. And a lot of Dexter, a lot of the early seasons of Dexter.
100%, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Sheila, thank you so much for calling on. And we missed a couple calls. If anyone else wants to call in,
we'll take one more call before we are out of here, because I want to give you out the chance to get ready, to get your popcorn ready, do what you have to do, and everything.
Popcorn.
The Amy's on peak.
Oh, here we go. Area code 520, Tony. And KP, sorry, we'll take 520. We love you, KP, but we'll try to get you at the end. Area code 520. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where you're calling from? And what's your question, or comment, or theory, or anything? What's going on? 520. Okay. We'll give you 5. No. Okay. We get it. We get it. Sometimes I get to the urinal, Tony, and I can't. I think I have to pee, and I can't quite pee. It happens sometimes.
It does sometimes. It goes down. It does sometimes.
Okay, let's take KP and
KP. We're gonna end it with KP.
KP, and we got one more voicemail after this. KP,
I know this is the last call, so I'm gonna just say real quick.
Give us a quick
one. I think one of the Gemini twins are going on the table tonight. That's what I think. One of the Gemini twins is going to go on Dexter's table tonight. That's my bet.
I would love that, KP, and thank you for being succinct and awesome as always, buddy. And you're the best.
Hey, man, I'm here with y'all to the end.
Love you, KP.
Right,
we fucking love you, KP.
KP got love for you. You whatever show I'm doing, you give it a shot and you watch it, and I truly appreciate it, man. Let's say peace to everybody out there.
Tony, right before we go, one more voicemail from 520. It's just 25 seconds.
It's a quick question about the New York Ripper. How old is this guy? Dinkleberry was saying that he was alive when the New York Ripper was around during his childhood.
Dinkleberry.
But it's spoken about in the present because the detective's like, hey, I messed up this case. How old is this motherfucker?
Tony, this is the
Who is it?
messiest part of the season, is the whole New York Ripper thing. It's like taking over the situation, and it's
It
like so not quite fleshed out. I don't think it's not quite there yet.
No, he says that he terrorized the same streets I grew up on. So it doesn't mean that he was a child and he terrorized it. It's just he did the exact same streets he grew up on. So it could be taken when he was a child, he did it, or he got famous, and that's the reason why he recognized him, because he terrorized his area. So it's so open-ended, and we are over 200 people up in this motherfucker right now.
Still, we're 2.5 hours in, and we still got 200 plus
Still
people.
got over 200 people in it. So it can be taken either way. So it can be an old man, or it could be somebody else, or it could be him. They want you to think it's him. They're putting stuff on there that it's him. In the end, I don't think it's going to be. If they did that, it would be a reason for Dexter to kill him. That would be the only reason I would see it. But it would just be corny to me. I wouldn't like it, but we'll see. We'll see.
I tend to think more it's something with the New York Ripper is going to lead us into next season. And thank you, Jackie C, for sharing my channel. Yes, everyone, all you 215 people. Some months I lose subscribers, some months I gain them. But please, everyone, if you can, and you like my silly bullshit here, subscribe to Fill the Issues Guy.
Please do go subscribe to Fill the Issues Guy. It takes 1 second for you to hit that link. Go over there, subscribe to Fill the Issues Guy. We really would appreciate it. We do the stream from Phil's channel and my channel. We link them together and stuff, and we love that you go over there and get it done. So that way, if you miss it from me, you might get the mention from Phil's channel. So that way we get it both and everything else. You know what I mean? And we
also do some random stuff on my channel, like movie rankings and stuff. It doesn't get the most views, but we want to get more people watching that stuff too. So coming over there and
we did the greatest spin-off sitcoms of all time on Phil's channel. We have a bunch of things planned and everything. So make sure you subscribe to Fill the Issues channel. What up to Melody Media TV? I seen Jackie C put her link in the description. Definitely go check her out. She came on here with us last week. Hopefully she'll come back on there again. We already talked about Sister Pam. I know y'all keep bringing her up. We already put that out there. That's on her. We'll see how that goes and everything else. But we're going to get out of here right now so that you guys can go. Get your popcorn ready. All right. Get your popcorn, Dorito chips, Funyuns, cheese doodles, whatever it is you eat, get ready, get it popping. We about to go and see everything that is going on.
Are you going to try to put out your video tonight afterwards, Tony?
It is so hard for me to do that, Phil. That I always want to, but I can't because it's too much.
Do you know what sucks? It sucks that
like
YouTube that we can't watch it live together right now. It sucks that we can't just all hang out and have a watch party, you know?
I would love to do a watch party. You know what? Next week we'll do the watch party. How about that?
I gotta see my morning schedule next week.
Right. We'll plan, maybe we'll do a watch party
for the
next
season.
Week. We'll try
either
to
that or maybe just for the season finale or something like that.
Guarantee we'll do it on the season finale. All right. Guarantee we'll do that. We'll try to do the watch party for you. We got it. It's just we got.
It's tough when the episodes don't sort of air at a certain time when everyone has to start and sign up for the Paramount Plus. But it would be fun at some point to do a live chat during the episode.
100%. All right. Well, I'm going to make a smash burger, and I'm gonna and get ready for this. Thank all y'all. Thank everybody for rocking with us. Thank all y'all for chilling, even with the nonsense that people have put in the chat and tried to destroy our channel, destroy us.
Not to all of you, but this is, you know who this is.
Yeah, you know. So thank y'all for pushing through that. Really appreciate that.
Ass hat, motherfucking pussy bitch.
100%. If you like the way I do this, please thumbs up.
Sorry, Tony. Sorry, Tony.
Across the realm, and of course, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is.